morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to QuizzleMania 44, the return of Tag Team Warfare. But can they coexist? The showcase of the Immorons, the greatest spectacle in all sports entertainment. You know how this goes. It's the first QuizzleMania of 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. So, you know, we'll get them this year, huh? Go sports team. Speaking of teams, 4 teams have decided to coexist in all caps long enough to try and score enough points to walk away with the coveted QuizzleMania Tag Team Championships. But the big question is, can they coexist? Our first team, which will hopefully be coexisting, is the hometown boys. It's Ollie Davis and Randy Datson. Hello,
I am
boys.
here. I'm here to win the Rumble. It's every man for himself. Come on.
That's a good. It's a good ethos to start.
Ollie stopped talking. He hesitated.
What?
Oh, because of okay.
My favorite fast food is McDonald's.
Oh my God! Is this a tag team thing?
Yeah, it's a tag. You knew that, Ollie. I told you about it. You're with Andy.
Oh man.
Because you know, last time you guys got really upset at each other over the just a minute thing.
Yeah, we're not over that. We can't coexist.
We haven't.
Well, you have to coexist. Can you coexist?
I don't know how to coexist with this guy.
You have to.
Hesitation.
I hate it. I hate this bit.
I've just got 3 words for you, and that is 2022.
Oh my God, no!
Why are you dressed up like a little porcelain doll, Ollie?
Because it
You're
is
like one of those little Sylvanian family things. What's
thank
the
you,
deal?
Adam. Thank you.
It is my repetition. He said thank you twice.
Digging your heels into this bit, I see.
I got him.
Why are you dressed like a miniature Tory?
It's my bedtime in 2 hours. I've already cleaned my teeth. I want to go from this. As soon as I hear the word, it's time to finish the super chat, I am diving into my bed.
Aha. Why don't you just have an old t-shirt and underwear like the rest of us?
Because I'm a fancy boy.
You are a little fancy boy. That is true. Okay, so how are you guys going to coexist tonight? That's the question I'm asking all of the teams, so you can start preparing your answers, people listening to this. But yes, how are you guys going to coexist tonight on this Tag Team QuizzleMania?
You know how like couples, when they have a big fight, they make up.
Where's this going, Andy? Because there's a
Can you just say friends?
When
friends.
Gonna have,
what are you
going to
doing,
have makeup?
Yeah, we'll.
All right, that's. Before the show started, Andy's like, we've got this bit we're going to do, and I'm sure it will be fine. And it was. Next up, one half debuting on the show. One half making a triumphant return to the show. Get your game controllers ready. Boot up the cartridge. It's Grand POOBear and SpaceBoy.
It's good.
Thank you.
I like what you did there. That really hit what we do.
Yeah.
You know,
video games, like
yep.
You know,
great
like
video game reference. Where's Luke at when I need him? You know what I mean?
Good.
Like, where's Luke at for all my video game references? Like,
he's just had a stupid child and now can't do QuizzleMania anymore.
I get it. You know what? I have a kid and I'm still here. So
exactly.
Just tell Luke I'm very disappointed in him. I just want to let everyone know, while I've come on here twice before and finished not well, today I brought a secret weapon. I brought one of the most knowledgeable wrestling minds on the all of Twitchosphere in all of video games, and not to mention my role play rival. This man's throwing me off a building. If you want to know how hard
do
it
it
is
again.
for us to it's true. Yes, he's literally throwing me off a building.
Hey,
I am SpaceBoy here.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
as soon as you give me a chance.
Tell them how we're going to dominate here today.
Well, we're coming in here today with a strategy. We're pulling up, and we've got it built, and we're going to continue building it from the start, but we're going to go all the way to the finish. We've been preparing, but we are prepared, but...
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That is profound.
Yeah.
That's a proverb, right? It's genuinely wonderful to have you here, SpaceBoy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
How much more wrestling knowledge do you have than Grand POOBear? Because I'm not saying that you by default have more wrestling knowledge than Grand POOBear.
Yeah.
It's just that this little earpod case might have more wrestling knowledge than Grand POOBear.
Yeah, whoa. Hey, hold on, Adam. You're talking about the voice of Hood Slam here. The voice of Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise coming up this Saturday live from Atlanta, Georgia, and live on twitch.tv/Zicky Dice. Okay?
Boom, there it is.
Thank you very much. All right?
The voice, but not the
Not
brain.
the mind, but the voice.
Two
two
very different things. Two very different things. I'm extremely very good.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a silly show. But the big question is, well, first of all, SpaceBoy, what's your favorite fast food franchise?
None of them are paying me.
That's fair.
I like a good home-cooked meal.
That's nice. That's wholesome.
And my DMs are open, as is my business email.
One of them did pay me, Sonic, and they have Red Bull slushies every summer. So.
Well, they're not paying us, so you can get them on the screen. How are you guys going to coexist is the big question.
We're not.
Obviously,
No,
okay.
we're not.
We can't. It's impossible.
No.
That's
Poorly.
good to know.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. It's bloody lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
This is going to be very, very silly. Now, I put out a message to, obviously we have our reigning champs joining us very, very shortly. They'll be entering last, obviously, because that is the champion's prerogative. I did put out a call to Sean Rossap. You may be familiar with Sean Rossap. We report his news on our channel, and he has his own apparently. But he's very synonymous with QuizzleMania, so I wanted to reach out. I wanted to get Sean on QuizzleMania. It's about time we had him on a QuizzleMania, and he said, "Sure, let me call my good personal friend, RJ City." And Sean, you are here.
I thought you were going to talk about the good personal friend that I actually wanted to call, but we won't go there. But RJ isn't here right now, and there's a few reasons for that. One, because he's just not here yet because he's getting something removed or something like that, which is just funny because it's not funny at all. It's actually very serious, but he is like a boil on my ass. We're not partners. We are not partners. I don't want no partner. Don't need no partner. He wants to do this buddy cop thing. And I looked at him and I said, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I'm a solo guy. I'm a peacock. You got to let me fly. King Kong ain't got shit on me. We are not bad boys for life, and I'm getting too old for this shit. I am not going to play into RJ City's buddy fantasies that he wants to portray here. So he's probably not going to come here. He's probably not going to be here.
I think obviously it's a shame when your tag partner abandons you, almost as if like it kind of invalidates the idea that you were actually able to pull in RJ City at all. I mean, like, I only have your word for that, Sean.
Well, listen, I've got a pretty good backup in mind if you'd like me to contact him.
I'm okay. We'll tell you what, we'll park that. It's just
Greg
that
Cherry for QuizzleMania. Greg Cherry for QuizzleMania. Greg Cherry for QuizzleMania. Hashtag Greg Cherry for QuizzleMania.
When you said you would fill for 10 minutes until RJ City got here, this is not what you promised
Greg
me,
Cherry
John.
for QuizzleMania.
Stop pulling back the curtain, Sean Rossap.
Do it.
So how are you and your invisible friend going to coexist on this show?
I told you, don't want no partner, don't need no partner.
Well, great. Enjoy Tag Team QuizzleMania, Sean. You're wrestling solo.
I'm doing the neuralizer to you right now. That's another buddy cop reference.
All right. Fantastic. Always nice to see Sean. We are rest assured that RJ City will be with us as soon as he can. So we'll just crack on and welcome our champs. What's that up in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's a bird. A free bird. The free bird rule. You get it. Steve and Larson are your official interim, I think, QuizzleMania Tag Team Champions. It's difficult to say at this point. But unfortunately, Larson couldn't be here today. So instead, Freebird rule, motherfuckers. It's Steve here and Alex, Queen of the Ring of Church of Joshi, Church of Lovely Friendos, your tag team champions.
Woo! Yeah, yes.
So here's what I've seen, right? Steve held up a sign saying Church of Friendos. Alex held up a sign saying Church of Lovely Friendos. Yeah. Steve, why do you hate Sully?
I love Sully. I think well, here's the thing. It's church what I held up was churchoffriendos.com. Yeah. It's the umbrella for the family. I love Sully. I think he's great. He's amazing. He should be here today.
We have shirts. We have official team shirts.
We have actual merch.
Yeah.
I'm actually really impressed.
We have merch.
So obviously, yes, Alex, you're kind of parachuting in here as a rescue mission. You are officially defending the championship instead of Larson. How are you going to coexist? I will find a way to drive you apart. I will.
Alex. But before you answer this, I'd like to just step in for a second. I'm going to answer this question for us. Just trust in this. I've got the answer, and it's in the form of a joke. If you just bear with me, knock knock.
Who's there?
Larson.
Larson who?
Exactly. We don't need him. We have Alex. She's a former champion. We should theoretically do better than we did last time. We got this, Alex.
But also, Steve, we started out as mortal enemies on this show.
Right.
On this show. So we've coexisted for a year. We have better chemistry than all of these other teams. So we got it in the bag.
We got it in the bag. We've watched Family Feud together. Give me a break.
Yeah, it was very disgusting, but it was nice.
The healing power of QuizzleMania. We brought you two together. Next, we'll get that pesky virus. How about that? It's wonderful to see you guys both here. Do you have any kind of what are your styles going to gel? Here's the question. Here's because we've never seen you guys tag before. Yeah. You're from two entirely different types of teams. Obviously, we've got a Joshi team and we've got a Roughneck. How would you describe your wrestling style? I don't know.
I don't really know, to be honest with you. We just stumble into everything we do, to be honest with you. Somehow we made a career of it. No,
the 80s style. Then
we've often said that Alex is the Steve of Church of Joshi. Kayla is the Larson. So you got two Steves right here. What could go wrong? Is really the question to ask.
Quite right. Welcome to the show, folks. Bloody good, good luck in defending the straps, and we'll see you very, very shortly. All right, folks. So we are just going to take a quick break before we jump into the show because this is a sponsors episode of QuizzleMania. Ollie, I'm going to wake you up from your little nap, grab your hot water bottle, and join me when we talk about a Surfshark VPN. Do you like Surfshark VPN, Ollie?
I love Surfshark. I've been using it for years. As is everybody else at Wrestle Talk now. It's the official VPN of Wrestle Talk.
That is correct. Do you like secure browsing when you're on the go?
I sure do.
Do you like getting access to region-locked content, as is your God-given right?
Yes, I do. Tell DC Comics app. I wouldn't be able to access it without Surfshark VPN.
Would you like to see a minute-long little promo video that we made about how good Surfshark is?
Of course I would.
Oh, roll that footage! The point of silly QuizzleMania and its silly, silly content is to be a distraction from the world. Ooh, world, you scary. If your response to the world being a stupid place full of awful people is to barricade yourself on your sofa, you've made the smart play. While avoiding the world at large, it seems only fair you get to access the excellent streaming services of the world at large. For that, Surfshark has got you covered. Are you in the UK and want to watch all the Warner Brothers films that will be coming to HBO Max this year? Maybe you're in the US and want to catch all the Peep Show using UK UK Netflix. It's great, you should, by the way. Maybe you want to check out iPlayer, Hulu, Global Entertainment, and sports, and much, much more, all from the same sofa. Then use Surfshark. It has over 1,800 servers in over 60 countries, and when you sign up, you can use it on an unlimited number of devices at the same time. It works on Mac, PC, Xbox, PS4, mobile, smart TV, any device you can think of. Get Surfshark VPN at surfshark.deals/jamnatjam. Enter promo code JamNatJam for 83% off and 3 months for free. Make sure you use that link and code so Surfshark knows that QuizzleMania sent you. Again, that's surfshark.deals/jamnatjam. Enter promo code JamNatJam for 83% off and 3 months for free. Yes, absolutely. I just realized you were still here, Ollie. I wasn't expecting you to be there when that ended. All right. So, yes, obviously, thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring the video, for helping us out financially, supporting the channel. And you too can support the channel by supporting Surfshark. Click the link at the top of the description. But without further ado, I would jump straight into the game. But in fact, we have one more introduction to make. I'm just going to bring Sean Ross Sapp back. Sean, I'm sorry I doubted you. Your best friend. Here. RJ City is indeed here. Welcome to the stream, RJ City.
Hi, everybody. I'm good. Everything is fine. I had a minor cosmetic procedure. I'm fine, though. The back of my head is totally numb. I was testing with Sean. I was prepared to play on the table. I was ready to go. And this is like, the last hour of my life was like my own desire video. Making it to this. So I'm shocked because I need the exposure. You know, that's why I'm here.
If there's one thing RJ City likes, it's being exposed.
Yes. And now I've had to expose myself. Yeah, that was a bloody tissue. I have to hold it on the back of my, because I have stitches. And they're like, just maybe hold it a bit. And then I was holding this part. I don't know if you can see, like, this is starting to become coagulated because it bled into my hair and you can't see. So I don't know. Do you have a Muda scale graphic?
I just want to say, Adam literally preferred RJ City off of the operating table over Greg Cherry.
If he dies, he dies. Yeah, I just love the idea of you just like clutching the doctor by the lapels. Doctor, you don't understand. It's QuizzleMania.
I know. I was like, even like the wrestling stuff was like he thought was stupid, and then this is like a subgenre of it.
We're a niche of a niche. We're just down the rabbit hole goes. Welcome to the show. It's absolutely wonderful to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for prioritizing surgery over the show. That's how it actually should be.
I know. I should have just, because Sean was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I got this thing at 2," and he's like, "Yeah, you'll be fine."
Walk it off, champ.
Yeah.
So, first of all, big question.
Play. What can he play?
What is your favorite fast food franchise, RJ City?
Are we counting? Sean will be able to answer this. Are we counting Sheets?
What's Sheets?
You need to know. Sheets is everything that's right with America. And I know that it's not much, but it's all contained. It's a gas station, but it also has self-serve. Like, would you consider 7-Eleven to be fast food?
Ooh,
it's
no.
Their own brand stuff. Though.
You can't drive through it and get it, though.
Yes, you can. There's a drive-through Sheets. Yes. If they have a drive-through.
I owe Ethan Page a Sheets story, but we filmed for his vlog and I didn't tell it. It was demented the first time I went to Sheets, and I'll save it. I'll save it for the future, but I don't think I would count Sheets.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm willing to
answer the question.
I'm willing to accept.
If we're not counting Sheets, I would have to say Dairy Queen.
Ew.
Because they always love to let you know that they were first Orange Julius. And then Dairy Queen overtook it, and then they're kind of resentful about it. So if you ever go into a big one with a mural, they always like to tell you the history of it, and that Orange Julius was first.
That's very silly.
Who will beat us? Who could possibly beat us at this game?
Well, that is the question. How are you guys going to coexist on this tag
just the three
team?
Of us? This is it?
No,
underwhelming.
There's countless others waiting in the wings. We'll start soon, I promise. Just one last question. How are you guys going to coexist as a team? I must know. The world must know.
I said that we're not. RJ wants to do this buddy cop thing, and I'm just like, no, I'm a lone wolf.
I can't even exist right now. Never mind coexist. Let me handle my own living situation before I impart myself on someone else.
All right, I'm just going to take you both off the screen because this is a Survivor Series level of entrances that we're dealing with here. I'm going to now say the quiz has started. Welcome everyone back onto the screen. Andy and Ollie. We've got SpaceBoy, POOBear. We've got Alex and Steve. We've got Sean Rossap and RJ City. There we go. The quiz begins now. Everyone say hello to each other.
Hey,
Hi.
if there's one thing
Hi.
I made clear, if there's one thing I made clear there, it's that if I lose this, I wasn't trying. The
Cool.
person that I just picked.
Thanks.
I learned
Sean
this.
Rossap.
I was
I'm
bleeding.
pretty intimidated by the
Showing
blood
us your
right there.
fluids,
Yeah.
RJ.
Thank you.
I got
fine.
it. I'm
Everyone
intimidated
else-
by the blood.
Is
I
this
didn't
the
come in
first
bleeding.
time
Yeah.
you've had a contestant bleeding from the skull?
From the start of the
Well,
show.
Okay. Usually happens later.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Louis ate
I
Taco
love a
Bell and
hash
he was
shaker.
bleeding from the ass that one
Yeah.
time. So that happened.
This is what I'm willing to do to myself. Right. We're going to begin with Family Fortunes. There we go. So I've divided you up into teams. If you've ever seen Family Feud or Family Fortunes, as it's known in the UK, which is why that was a thing, I'm going to give each team a category. I have polled 100 wrestling fans on Twitter. I am a brave boy. I have polled 100 wrestling fans on Twitter and asked them to give me their answer to 4 categories. You'll deal with them one at a time per team. You would then have to name something that made it into the top 7 of responses I got from 100 people on Twitter. If it's one of the top 7, I will tell you which one you've got, and that will net you a point. However, if it is not one of the top 7, you will hear this noise. That will be a life lost. 3 lives lost. And if you get all 7, you get all 7 points. Well done. But if you lose all your lives before you've got all 7, then I will go and I will get one answer from every other team. And if they get on the score sheet, if they name one of the top 7, they will steal all of your points. We've all seen Family Feud, but just in case you at home haven't, that's how it's going to work. First up, Grand POOBear and SpaceBoy step on up to the plate. I asked 100 people on wrestling Twitter to name the best Royal Rumble. What did they say? So I'm going to give you guys like a minute, I guess, to write down some stuff. I'm going to head into our Ultra Chats, which, by the way, if you'd like to Ultra Chat, go to WrestleTalk.com/PFK, drop us a $10 or more donation, and you will read out your message. And I'm going to read some of them now. And then we're going to come to you, SpaceBoy and Grand POOBear, and get some of your answers. So Virgil Namoda says, Happy New Year, everyone. Church of Friendos has a nice ring to it, but how about Steve McQueen? Question for the room.
That's good. Okay, I could that.
I
could,
like
yeah,
that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
We
I like that.
approve.
Question for the room. One surprise Royal Rumble entrant you would like to see. What's a forbidden door? Thanks, as always, for all you do. Does anyone have
David
a Royal...
Arquette.
Can I tell you he's tried multiple times?
Has he?
Yeah, and they were just like, oh, yeah, we think, and this was before his documentary and everything. He thought, hey, like, and it would have been good. And they were like, no. And he's like, all right, I'll prove you wrong. And then he went out and he actually kind of proved them more right, to be honest.
Well, because he kept insisting on going over, right? I mean, that's a strong negotiation tactic.
Well, let's up the star power then. Courtney Cox.
I would pay serious money. IG Little says, I was broken up with via text the day of QuizzleMania 5, and that show helped me recover so quickly. Life is better now, and I have to thank you all. Well, we're really glad that we were able to help out. That sounded like it really sucked, and I'm sorry that you went through it. And finally, Matty Maitai says, this is the best early birthday present anyone can ask for. I turned 26 in 2 weeks, and QuizzleMania always makes my day. I got our Bronx Bay, Alex and Steve defending, the hashtag Doobie Daddies, POOBear and SpaceBoy pulling off the upset, and Datso winning via porno powers.
That would have been a great name for us, honestly.
The Doobie Daddies.
Yeah.
The Doobie Daddies.
Smooth.
That's cute.
I
Guys
like
think-
I like to think that the person watched QuizzleMania 5, and as that person's girlfriend walked into the room, they saw my promo, and that girl just said, "No, no more of this."
I want that guy
Nuh-uh.
on the screen.
Why do I have porno powers?
I don't know, Andy. I really don't.
Like, I haven't met like at least 2 people on this stream, or 3, and they immediately think I have porno powers.
Well, it's,
What
it's
does
because
that mean?
Yeah,
I
what
don't-
is this?
I
Andy.
just named a porn star once, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're weird." It's like,
No.
Okay.
No. We were no. Here's what happened, Andy. We
no,
were playing
that's
like
it, that's it. That's the question, right?
we
I
were
really
playing
wanna- I wanna
categories.
play the quiz.
Okay. You know what? Fine. We'll move on, Andy. We'll move on. I can see you turning pink. Grand POOBear and SpaceBoy. Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to go to POOBear first, as he's the vet, and we have to show the respect. POOBear, you are going to give me one answer, one Royal Rumble, the year, and if that's on the list, then a point. Huzzah! And then I'm going to go to SpaceBoy to get one, and then POOBear. You can confer if you like, but just be aware that if you obviously run out of your lives, you will. Any conferring that you do will be giving potential answers to the other team. So, SpaceBoy, I asked 100 people on wrestling Twitter to name the best Royal Rumble. What did they say?
Wait, we're starting with SpaceBoy or starting with me?
Starting with you, POOBear.
Okay,
Sorry.
me. Okay.
Sorry.
You know, I've done as a vet, I've done these games before, and I've noticed that what do I want to say? There's a little bit of recency bias in these games sometimes. So I'm gonna go with the best recent Royal Rumble, in my opinion, and that was 33. The Brock Lesnar standing in the ring alone. Keith Lee, look at this big guy. Drew McIntyre winning just a few years ago. What was that?
So the 2020 men's.
2020 men's
Edge returning too.
Royal Rumble, Edge returning. Yes, very good, very hype Royal Rumble, in my
It
opinion.
was number 2. Very, very good
Wow.
with 23% of the vote. Like you say, recency bias is
Yes.
something on wrestling Twitter. But yes, you have got 1 out of the 7 correct. SpaceBoy, over to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and be an idiot and challenge that recency bias just to see what happens. Because if anything, I'm curious. I gotta go with that whole Kane utter destruction one. Good old 2001.
2001,
Yeah.
SpaceBoy,
Taking over.
number 1 with 28%
Really?
of the
Wow.
vote.
I'm glad I challenged it.
Oh,
It is also publicly my favorite Rumble, which I don't know.
Good reason.
There may be a I love that Rumble.
Yeah, it's my
bits.
favorite too.
2 out of 2. Way to go, Doobie Daddies.
You're
POOBear, back to
extremely
you.
Very good. I warned you.
well, you know, I feel like one of these is on the list. So I'm gonna go with the 1995 Royal Rumble 8 with Shawn Michaels as the winning. I feel like one of his wins are gonna be on the list.
95 sucks.
Hey, you suck. Sorry, I can't remember who got eliminated 6 like you, Sean Ross Sapp. I got multiple jobs here besides wrestling, okay? All right. I'm commentating. I'm doing all of it, all right? Let's
All
move
sorts
on,
of
you
hats.
know? I got
I'm
three,
thinking
we got
about
3
Red
more lives.
Bull. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that is 1 life lost. You have 2 points, 1 life lost. SpaceBoy, save him.
I'm gonna take it all the way back. Again, I'm gonna go for a little nostalgia pop. Let's go 2000. The Garden, the old Rikishi Too Cool dance sticks out in my brain.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
How
wow.
the tables have turned. So that is 2 lives down. 1 life remaining, Grand POOBear. Your 2 points otherwise run the risk of being stolen. So Grand POOBear, make it 3.
2006, Miami, Florida.
2006, was it on the list?
I hate you.
Ollie and
Oh,
Andy.
no,
Ollie and
yeah,
Andy.
I'm not-
Is it a
I'm
buzzer
not-
game? Ollie and Andy.
It's not a buzzer game. What I'm now going to do.
We crushed those first 2, though, Space
Hey.
Boy. Way to
He
go,
was
us.
on it.
We did it.
Ollie, I appreciate that. You've gone up in my estimation now. You were so eager.
Repetition.
I am now. What I'm going to do now. Each of you, I'm going to go to the teams 1 by 1. Normally, I do it in order of like who's coming last or first, whatever. But I'm just going to pick an order and go with it. I get to get 1 answer from your team. There are obviously still 5 answers left on the list. Whichever of you comes up with the highest one will steal the Doobie Daddies points. We're going to go Andy and Ollie. We're going to go SRS and RJ City. And we're going to end with the champs. The champion's disadvantage in this case. So Andy and Ollie, I need just one answer from you.
You know them better than I do.
Here.
Yeah, we can confer.
Well, if looking at number 1 and number 2, I think the other one that's in discussion, even with the recency bias, is 92.
Yeah. I mean, one that always sticks in my mind is just because
Sean has decided to start trash talking in the private chat.
What?
Yes.
Is this allowed?
I mean, Sean
This is a
Rossap
new
does what he
thing.
wants. I could tell him off if that would make you feel better, Ollie.
Yeah, it would
I could
make me
slap
feel
his
better,
little
actually.
wrist.
you could read it out to try and embarrass him.
What did I say that was so bad?
Stay on target. Give me an answer.
Hesitation.
I know
Give me an
people. I
answer.
know people like 2008 because it has the Gina, John Cena.
The Gina.
Gina return. John Cena return.
Everybody loves some
thing.
Gina, porn boy.
I am the editor-in-chief of a highly successful wrestling union. We were all young.
Do you want to go? Yeah, I think some of the more recent ones would overrank that, to be
The
honest.
Nakamura one
Yeah.
people liked a lot. Was that?
I think
28.
that was like, was it 2018 or
I
something?
think it was 2018.
Nakamura was 2018 men's.
I think we should. Recency bias. I think we should go for 92. What do you think?
I'm happy to go with 92, but I do feel like
92 locked in. SRS and RJ City.
It's gonna go 92, RJ.
I want to just say that I feel like this game is beneath me because I was on the actual Celebrity Family Feud, and it's like insulting to have to play this. I think I filled them out already. You guys took too long. Steve Harvey would have been very upset, and I know him. We stood 10 feet from each other once. What am I looking at? Do we go?
Base.
I like 2007.
Me too. That's what I like too. The Shawn Undertaker ending.
Yeah.
Let's rock with 07.
Yeah.
07, love to see it. Church of Friendos. Answer from you, please.
What's your thoughts, Alex?
I was gonna say the women's 2018, which was the first one.
Last year's women's was really good too.
Yeah.
There's also 97 with Stone Cold looking at his watch and Brett comes out, and then the 08 Cena return as well.
Gina.
Yeah, John Gina.
John Gina.
Yeah. You're a former
Gina
champion. Those
Cena.
are my thoughts. I will let you decide and trust fully in you.
Okay.
Although I think it's
feel-
probably going to be 92, to be honest with you.
I think it might be 92, but according to recency bias.
like how recency bias sounds like a bloke now. According to recency.
You know what? We may got him wrong, but we picked him quick. All right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if it was, wouldn't it be great if it was the
and y'all
greatest
got
Royal
the-
Rumble on there?
Yeah.
Let's do
Oh,
this
yeah,
Stouty
right?
Royal Rumble.
The Doobie Daddies just watching you just like pick and choose over their points. Just like,
Wasn't a
maybe
bad
that
Royal
one.
Rumble, the Saudi one, honestly.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And had a green belt,
I
too.
no one's gonna vote for that
Yeah.
one though.
Champs, give me a rumble.
Which ones did you say again, Steve?
I said 08 and 97.
There might.
I'm gonna get blood loss soon.
there might
Seeing
be
your
some-
tissue, you've already had blood.
If I
loss.
knew we could have taken this long, I would have looked up everyone who was eliminated in '95 and not been made fun of by Sean Ross. You know?
Do you want to go 97 just for Stone Cold's sake?
For Stone Cold, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
97 is locked in. All right, here's the way it worked out. At joint number 5, each with 6%. We had 2008, 2010, and 2007.
Ooh, poor taste.
In 4th place with 8% of the votes was 1992.
Oh, piss slap.
In 3rd place with 15% of the vote was 2018 men's, which means Andy and Ollie take the points.
Fuck.
Very, very good. 2
Recency
points
bias.
to you. All right, nice
Oh,
speedy
yeah.
round
we still
that.
won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still won. You had the highest
you won.
answer.
You still suck, Ollie.
of the list. Because unfortunately, 97 was not on the list. It was long listed.
Did
we're moving.
Did
over
the
to-
greatest Royal Rumble get any votes?
No, not in this category anyway. But what about the next category, which is for our champs?
Uh-oh.
Champs, this is for you. This is the worst Royal Rumble of all time.
Oh no!
I'll give you
Okay.
guys a few minutes to come up with some answers, and I'm going to expect machine gun fire levels of delivery. Gina Modmother says, can you please ask Andy to stop playing with his mic cord, coming in over the audio real loud? Dan then has donated $10 saying Randy Orton shits in handbags. Couch Potato Lucha, that's worth $10. Couch Potato Lucha Libre says SRS is short and go Church of Lovely Friendos. May the spirit of Ajar Kong bless you all. Mr. Blompier, when can we get a QuizzleMania Young Lions Cup? Dying to throw down with other wrestling nerds. Louis was already champion. And Cole Anderson says, second time catching the stream live today, so I'm back with another question. If you were to win any title in wrestling history, which would it be? And more importantly for this question, who would you win it from? Much love from Dundee, Scotland. I leave that up to the group. There's a specific title and a specific person they want to beat for that title. No. All right, that's fair. We'll go over to our champs. Champs, give me a worst Royal Rumble. I polled 100 people on wrestling Twitter, and what did they say? We'll start with Steve.
Okay, I'll go with 95.
1995 was number 4 with 5% of the vote. It's 38 minutes long, for fuck's sake. Alex, over to you.
I'm gonna go with 2015.
2015, 60% of the votes.
Wow.
Heck yeah. The hashtag cancel WWE Network Rumble, I believe. So you got 2 out of 2. Very, very good. Steve.
I will try for the year that it was. What's the year that Vince blew out his quads? Was that 05?
2005?
Yeah, I'll go with 05.
Yeah.
2005. Afraid not. Alex, 2 points, 1 life down. Over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the 2014.
2014. Oh man, so close.
Damn. Okay.
Long listed. No, I
okay.
get it, man. I really, really do. I'm very shocked it wasn't on the list. But that is 2 lives down, 2 points. Going the way of the Doobie Daddies here. Steve, I need another answer from you, please.
Man. What's the year that Alberto won?
2011.
Are you allowed to provide that information?
Yeah, seems a bit.
Yes, he did.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
clearly.
no?
Clearly. Yeah, I'll go with Alberto, 2011.
Number 2, 11% of the vote. Very, very good. It was the 40-man one, and it sucked.
I was so excited, and then it sucked real bad.
Big Daddy Cool, Diesel.
So that is 3 points. 1 life remaining. Alex, I'm going to come back over to you, please.
I'm gonna go with the 1996 Royal Rumble. 1996 Royal Rumble.
Number 3 with 6% of the vote. A Rumble I don't think I've ever actually seen the whole way through.
Which one?
96, Sean's second win. I think it was the one where Vader came in and eliminated Sean, and they was just like, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, they
y'all are
just,
hating
they
on
just
pivotal-
disallowed it.
Yeah, y'all are
Yeah.
hating on pivotal moments of my childhood right now.
I love 96.
Yeah.
So you guys got 4 points, 1 life remaining. Steve.
Oof.
Sent you a cheat sheet in the private chat.
Well, thanks.
I wonder if anybody would have said the greatest Royal Rumble for the worst ones, because they had a championship title and it was in Saudi Arabia. Alex, what do you? We're allowed to like talk, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. You just know that you might be giving up answers to your opponents, but you can do it.
Are we missing any other obvious ones? Like the odds and the tens, that entire 2-decade period is one big mishmash to me. Like, was there a shitty Rumble in like 2010 or something like that? Or the one that no, that's that. No, that's not it. Is the one where they botched the like 94 when they botched the finish when both their feet were like touching on the wrong time? Is that considered shitty?
It was supposed to happen. 05 is when they botched it, and it wasn't
Botched it
supposed to.
perfectly. They
Yeah.
botched it perfectly. Can't believe it. The tinfoil hat part of my brain still thinks that's a work. It can't be. That amazing.
Everybody swears it was an accident.
Okay, so far on the list, it's 2015, 2001, 96, and 95.
2011, not 2001. But yes.
2011.
2011. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, so number one, 2015. Number two,
93. The 93 Mania is epically bad. Was the Rumble shitty too?
Gonna have to accept an answer from you soon, please.
All right,
Steve.
93. I'll go 93.
93 pinfalls don't count. I am afraid not, though. So that is 4 points up for grabs. I'm gonna go to Space Poo first because that feels fair. What did you think, guys? Feel free to confer if you like, but I want one answer from you. Then I'm going to go to Andy and Ollie. Then I'm going to go to SRS and Sean. Actually, no, I'm going to go to SRS and SRS and RJ City, and then Andy and Ollie.
Pooh, what are you thinking?
Well, the two that was standing out to me is, I mean, the greatest Royal Rumble. Like I just feel like this is the internet. I feel like they're gonna hate on that one, and then
I have an idea of my own, but I almost want to go with that and save it.
All
Pocket
right,
it.
what was my other one was 99.
That was a pretty bad one.
Vince McMahon wins.
Oh shit!
Honestly, I think we should probably go with greatest.
You think we should
probably
with greatest?
go with greatest.
All right.
I have one in mind, but I'm gonna pocket it.
Okay.
We don't need it now.
I mean, there's no other time we're going to use it.
I will say you won't be able to use it
literally
later.
no other time we can use it. So maybe we
There's
should.
no-
Don't worry.
There's no money in the bank
Alright.
element to this
Maybe
game.
we'd rather go
Maybe
with
the
greatest
next QuizzleMania.
Yeah.
99.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Edge
I-
didn't win it, I was gonna say 21 because wrestling fans hate wrestling, and that just happened. So recency bias, that just happened. But Edge,
I think greatest is going to be over.
I think so, 100%.
Yeah.
I think you're
All
right.
right. I'm going to
All right,
accept greatest
we'll take
from you.
greatest.
SRS and RJ City.
RJ,
Yeah.
what's in your mind?
2014.
My dude!
Oh, look at this. Are we
There's buddy cop movies playing out.
coexisting?
Listen,
I mean, that has already
How can
been
a rabbi
guessed.
walk into a bar and coexist?
That
What's
has
happening
already
here?
has already been guessed. And it was wrong.
No, it hasn't.
But-
No, it hasn't.
has it?
It has.
2014, it has. It was one of the wrong answers.
Hey, they picked the answer. Move
They
on.
picked it.
All right,
It's
you
like
gotta
fine.
move on to the
You
next
gotta
one.
move on.
Sounded real
You gotta
locked
move
in.
on.
I thought it was 2015.
Yeah,
2015 was number one with 60%. 2014 is not on the list. In the interest of fairness, I will give you one more guess because the
Okay.
comments will
I don't
shout at me
think
no matter
anyone
what
picked
happens.
it. Now we're just making stuff up.
What's next on your list?
I had the first one, 88.
Which wasn't their fault. They were trying hard. They were very. Hacksaw was very earnest.
Yes. I don't think I.
20.
Pardon?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
2012.
That was Sheamus, right? That is on my list.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would be mad at the 2020 women's just because Charlotte won it. And that's how some people are.
Well, was it a bad Rumble? Do you remember it?
People don't remember
bad?
that. People don't remember
Right.
that. But you know what? I think maybe your 2012 I think we'll go with that.
Let's try 2012. I mean, we both heartily agreed on 2014. So
Yeah.
beyond that, I don't know what we're
We've also both got head injuries and didn't remember that it was already picked. So.
I'm bleeding. 2012.
The brain juice is leaking from your head. Ollie and Andy, you get the final pick.
See, I never remember date. I never remember years, but I'm remembering when Batista won. That was terrible. Everyone was very upset. No, the other one when Batista won came back.
2014. 2014 has been guessed.
We're
for
all in
fuck's
agreement.
sake.
Can we just give me and SpaceBoy the points right here?
Hey, I never said a year. When Triple H
I forgot what Grand Boy said. Was it greatest?
I think that's on the list because earlier Adam
like
said no
Grand
one voted for that for the best one. But
Did Grand Boy go 99 or greatest?
Greatest.
You went greatest.
greatest.
Should we go 99 then, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, when did Triple H eliminate Dean Ambrose last?
No.
2016.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Because yeah,
that was on my
Is
list.
it 2016 or 99? Tell me.
Andy, you choose.
2016.
2016 it is. All right. So here's how it went down. In last place with 3% of the vote was the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Dang
it.
In,
That's
in sixth place with 4% of the vote, 1999.
Oh.
In fifth place, and I remind you, this is the last spot on the list. In fifth place with also 4% of the vote, so technically they're both fifth place. 2012. So the points go to SRS City.
Sorry, Ollie.
Unbelievable.
Sorry.
Dude, should have let them lock in their 2014.
I know.
man.
Yeah,
Didn't even want that to
I
be
agree.
right.
Yeah, same.
I'm not even that happy about it.
We did get
You can
Steve.
give it. You can
I think
donate
we did
the
all right.
points,
We did
RJ.
all right.
You're
Oh,
baby
I'm
face
gonna-
now. You could
I
donate. them.
know.
Did
I'm
any
gonna catch out.
casuals pick the corporate rumble?
Ooh.
So next up, we're going to go to SRS and RJ City. Your category is best non-Rumble match to take place at a Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Ooh.
I'll give you some time to think about that while I head over.
We get the opposite of that. We're
Damn.
screwed.
Okay.
A smiley face says, "Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you for another QuizzleMania. I just moved to Finland for college and I've been struggling to settle in so far, but rewatching QuizzleManias has really helped. Proud to be supporting Wrestle Talk for 6 years this summer. Go on, lovely church of friendos." Matty Maitai says, "Question for Steve. Can you wish me a happy birthday and tell me how much I suck in your stone cold impression?"
What's the person's name?
Matty Maitai.
Matty, you dumb son of a bitch. Happy birthday, you old second.
Are we allowed to say shit in here?
Yes.
Shit.
Thank you. And for the panel, thoughts on WWE suddenly deciding to go no borders and open their forbidden door. Again, thanks, guys. And jam, of course, off the back of Mickie James, the Impact Knockouts champion, being in the Royal Rumble and marketed as the Impact Knockouts champion. Is this the start of something, or is this just a thing? This is just a one thing.
She doesn't
They
have
made
a
an
contract.
admin error.
There's very little in me capable of getting my hopes up for something like that. I think it's a cool one-off, but it was a cool one-off.
It was cool. Absolutely agree. So, Sean, because you are not currently contused, we're going to start with you. Best non-Rumble match to take place at a Royal Rumble pay-per-view, please.
I think a lot of people are going to say the Benoit Angle match.
Benoit and Angle, joint number 6 with 4% of the vote. So it's on the list for sure. All right, you got 1 point. No lives lost. RJ, over to you.
I think other people will also say from 2000, Cactus Jack and Triple H.
Cactus Jack and Triple H, much better. Number 3 with 21% of the vote, carrying the team as expected. Sean Ross Sapp, back to you.
I think Lesnar, Cena, and Rollins was recent enough to get some votes.
That was 22% of the vote. Number 2, 3 for 3. You love to see it. Very, very good. RJ, back to you.
Dare I say, perhaps Mankind and The Rock.
Mankind and The Rock, joint 6th place with 4% of the vote. 4 for 4.
That's
Over
my
to you,
favorite
Sean Ross
match
Sapp.
ever.
Let's rock with Cena and AJ in the title match from 2017, because that's fairly recent.
Just casually dropping number 1 in there with 25% of the vote. That is 5 swings, 5 hits. Back to you, RJ City.
Let's go Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Triple H and Shawn
Remember it being
Michaels.
long?
It sure was.
Too long.
47 damn hell-ass minutes. No, it was long listed, but it didn't quite make the top 7. So 1 life down, 5 points on the board. Sean, can I get either 4th place with 6% of the vote or 5th place with 5% of the vote, please, from you?
It gets a little tougher at this point because those are the ones you hear everybody talk about. There are a few that I have in mind. But I'm going to throw the... God, I wonder if so many people even remember it. Dudley's Hardy's table match from 2000.
5% of people remember that. That was in 5th place. Very well done. 6 points. 2 lives remaining. RJ, if you give me the last one on the list, you guys will walk away with all 7 points. I'm looking for number 4, 6% of the vote. I asked 100 people on Wrestling Twitter the best non-Rumble match to take place at a Rumble pay-per-view.
This is one I enjoyed. So perhaps Jericho and The Rock?
Jericho and The Rock. I am afraid not.
I mean, that was also on my list. The 2 strikes have been on my list. God, man.
This is it, Sean. 6 points. Up for grabs. Otherwise, you risk them being stolen.
The Benoit Jericho ladder match.
Holy shit. Boom. There it is. 6% of the vote.
Damn.
You know what? Can't even argue with that. 7 points on the board straight away. Andy and Ollie, we are coming over to you.
Take a piss.
Victory piss.
That was very, very good. And he did it with a head wound, folks.
Adam, if this is the opposite of what we just did, then I honestly can't remember any other matches.
It isn't. Your category
thank God.
is Best Overall Rumble Competitor.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Well, Michael Cole tells me every year, so I should probably remember.
So I'm going to give you guys some time to write some notes down, but I will read out some Ultra chats. Generico, please don't eat my kids, says, Happy QuizzleMania Day, everyone. Welcome to our fantastic guests. Welcome back to our fantastic regulars. If you could only pick from people who haven't held a main roster world title, who would be your pick for the Rumble, men's, women's, or both?
Great name first. Deep cut name from that guy.
Are we all saying who we want to win?
You're basically picking any of the Rumbles, either of the Rumbles, but your winner has to have not held a main roster world championship. Because I'm rooting for Balor, but he did hold it for a week.
Yeah,
so.
I gotta give it up for my WWE gaming superstar partner, Liv Morgan.
Hell yeah, I'd really like her to win.
Yeah, I would love that. So I would definitely like to see her win.
Anyone else have an advance on that?
I think it's really sad that they gave Big E and Kofi titles and then gave just Woods as a crown.
That's what he wanted. No.
At least no one's beaten
that crown,
him for it yet.
I know, but it still feels like a big consolation.
I would love
Enjoy
to
your
see
crown.
him.
Especially his first crown, which it looks like he got out of a Happy Meal. But yeah, I love his new anime one. Mayor of Paintsville Dan says, hello guys, hope everyone's doing fine. In fact, I really want to know, how is everyone? Everyone on 3, say how you are. 3, 2, 1.
Lovely.
Okay.
You know, it could be better.
Okay.
Big fan of that. Everyone else is just like, lovely, yeah, fine. Alex is just like, fucking shit, mate. Can you tell which one of us has just turned 30? Happy birthday, Alex. Also, says Mayor of Paintsville Dan, what did everyone think of Dustin Rhodes at Battle of the Belts? I have not seen that.
Yeah.
He did a Canadian destroyer off the apron through a table.
He wrecked Sammy the entire time. It was actually a pretty good match.
It was a fun
somehow kind of gets better as he gets older.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Weird.
It's like
Yeah.
a Benjamin Button thing.
And last but not least, says Mayor of Paintsville Dan, Andy, I love you. Please do not get annoyed. Good advice. Best overall
No.
Rumble competitor. We're going to start with Ollie because he's the one most desperate to go to bed.
Kane.
Kane, number 1, 32% of the vote. Absolutely.
Never won. a
Never
Rumble.
won.
Did you
And
know
never will.
that he's had? All right.
Right, he wins elections.
Austin.
Austin was number 3 with 21% of the vote. With
No,
3
number
Rumble
3,
wins
he
for his
won 3 times and almost won another.
He's not as good as Kane, though, is he, mate?
No.
Well, I guess
Performers, not winners.
Exactly.
Yes.
Overall
Thank you.
performance.
Well, in that
Okay,
case, Ernest the Cat Miller and Lamont.
back
What are
to
we
you,
doing
please,
here?
Ollie.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, number 2 with 22% of the vote. Of course. All right, Andy.
I've got
to
like
you.
a bunch of names now who I think are probably long listed, but I don't know whether they're going to sort of fit. Because it says performer, Ollie, and this isn't an answer, by the way. Ollie, what do you think about like Kofi?
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston.
Number 4, 11% of the vote. Absolutely. 4 out of 4. That ain't bad. We're looking for 5th place, 6th place, and 7th place, please. All lives remaining. Ollie.
Well, in that vein, John Morrison. No.
I hated the way you said that. Like,
Crap.
the innovator of the spider spot. No,
That
I'm
was an
afraid not.
interesting guess.
Andy, over to you. 4 points. 2 lives remaining.
Because his win was so nice when he came back from injury. Edge.
No, it's weird. He's won 2 and gone and won from the number 1 spot. Not a single vote for Edge. Ollie, back to you. You have 1 life remaining and 4 points.
Ollie, we should probably confer now, shouldn't we?
Drew Carey. Thinking Drew Carey.
Drew Carey is your final answer?
No, it wasn't. I mean,
okay, so
I've got
Yeah, who have you
Taker. He's not really.
I don't think Taker.
No, me neither. Flair, because he obviously they keep
Yeah,
talking
I've
about how
got
he
Flair.
won. Big Show, because how are you ever going to eliminate him?
No one ever has.
Cena.
Yep, Cena. I've also got Punk for the Straight Edge Society bit, but that's just because I love it, I think. Do you want to go? I've also got Reigns. Do you want to go with Cena?
Yeah, we'll go Jonathan. Oh, sorry, Ollie.
Cena.
Or me,
please.
is it me? John Cena, whoever it is.
Son of a.
All right,
Butthole.
those 4 points are up for grabs. We are going to go with SpaceBoy and
Why do you come
POOBear
to us first every time?
Grand Pooh
Because
Boy.
I like you the most.
I appreciate that.
Then we're going to go to Church of Friendos, and then we're going to go to SRS City.
A lot of
Doobie Daddies, what you got?
What are you thinking, Pooh?
I had Triple H written down. I had Jericho. I had Ric Flair, like they said. I also had Sasha Banks and Bianca written down, but I don't think they're going to give it. They're going to put a girl in here.
I'm thinking
just because the lack
either. I like your Triple H call. It's smart.
I like
Thinking
Triple
with
H.
Your head.
Yes.
But I like to see you're in this.
Yes.
I can tell you're sweating over this. You're really.
I'm
you're really
stressing
putting in
right
the
now.
effort.
We need some points, man. We need some points.
All right. What do you think about? What do you think about Ray?
I like Ray too. He's on my list.
Yeah, it's a good list. It's a good list. I think you're on. I think you're onto something with Triple H. I think you're onto something. I think we go Triple H.
Let's go Triple H.
Let's go Triple H.
Triple H. All right. Church of Friendos.
I've got. Didn't Ray, Alex? Didn't he like show up like first or second and go all the way at one point? Or Benoit did that too, didn't he? Didn't
Yeah,
Benoit
I
go like all the way?
I think Ray was first, and then he was in like the longest. He lasted the
yeah.
longest.
I think Ray's a great name.
You want to go with Ray? Let's go with Ray.
I'm cool with Ray. I think Ray's
Yeah,
a great
I'm
name.
cool with that too. Let's go
steal
with that.
some fucking points.
So confident we fucked up.
And finally, SRS and RJ City, please.
Well, originally I was thinking Diesel because the Diesel push, like it's named after him, like it's his spot. And then I have Undertaker and Brett and Yokozuna.
I have. Has Reigns been mentioned yet?
No, I don't believe so.
Reigns, Flair, Brock, because Brock won one, and
Yeah.
he had the most recent Diesel
yeah.
spot because
Flair.
and Flair had the 92
Yeah.
marathon. So I would Reigns is an easy one because he eliminated a lot of people and he won
All
a
right.
Rumble.
Let's.
But Brock also eliminated like half the field recently.
Yeah, but hasn't Reigns done like multiple like that?
Yeah, but people, some people. You know what? Let's rock with Reigns.
Yeah, let's be mainstream here. We don't need to be
let's do
niche with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't need to be hipsters and pick Brock Lesnar.
True.
The Williamsburg choice, yes. So in last place with 2% of the vote was Rey Mysterio.
That's okay.
In sixth place with 3% of the vote was Triple H.
Okay.
And in fifth place with 4% of the vote
They already know.
was Chris Jericho, which means those points go to
damn.
SpaceBoy and POOBear.
Wow.
I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah, I'm fine with
I'm
that.
happy. Yeah, I like
fine
that.
with
May I say, where is the love for the women? What the heck?
I think Sasha.
It's probably
Sasha
just because it
Bianca
hasn't been-
should
I had
Alex.
Michelle McCool and Shayna Baszler on my list because
It's
they
Twitter, Alex.
eliminated the most.
Wrestling Twitter.
I know.
There also haven't only been a few women's rumbles, so maybe that.
All right, so
McCall shouldn't be on the list though.
that's
So
the
there
end
was
of the round.
One round, Adam, and it was an hour. So Ollie,
Look.
are you going to go to bed?
We had 20 minutes of entrances. I no, look,
I'm
it's
literally
fine.
wearing my pajamas.
The next,
How many rounds are there?
literally the next two rounds are speed-based rounds.
No.
Start with Family Fortune so that everyone gets to know each other, everyone gets to relax, and everyone has a lovely time. Now we're going to play a stressful game. We're all ready. We are going to play, if I can find the graphic, which I never can, we're going to play. Where the fuck are you? There we are. Articulate. There we go. So if you haven't played Articulate before, it's very simple. One of you is going to close your eyes. The other one is going to look on the screen. I'm just going to flash up the names of wrestlers. You have to guess. You have to make your partner guess the name of that wrestler by talking about them. Obviously, you can't use their name. Like, for example, if Bret Hart appears on the screen, you can't say, oh, the best one of the Hart family. But you could say, the Hitman. And then if your partner shouts out the name, we move on to the next one. You've got 30 seconds to get through as many of those as you can. So, yes, this one, don't worry, Ollie, will go by pretty nippy. So we are going to start with the people currently in last place. That is your reigning defending QuizzleMania champions of the world. Alex, we're going to start with you, please. All right, so I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Steve, you have to close your eyes.
Okay.
And then when I say go, I'm going to put your first person on the screen now, Alex. Boom. There we go. All right. So when I say go, your 30 seconds will start. If at any point you want to pass, you can. But the number of names you get through correctly will be however many points you get. Your time, your 30 seconds starts now.
The phenomenal one.
AJ Styles.
Yes.
Undertaker's wife.
Michelle McCool.
Yep.
Yes.
Face tattoo.
Albert.
No pass.
Okay.
Horseshoe. Ace. Go Ace.
Oh, Tanahashi.
Yes.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
3 in 30 seconds. Your time.
Was it Tyson? Was face tattoo Tyson?
It was a manga.
It was Umaga.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, 3 points. You're on the board. We're going to move over to the next team. We're going to go to
Could she have shouted "Umanga"?
Umanga. We're going to go to Andy and Ollie. Ollie, you're going to go first.
Does that
All
mean
right.
I'm this way or that way?
Means you, Andy, close your eyes, please. All right, your 30 seconds, Ollie, start now.
Shinsuke Nakamura's guitar player.
Rick Boogs.
Yes.
In a feud with CM Punk right now.
Oh,
He's my
Holly,
best friend. He loves my hairline.
MJF.
Yes.
He's married to Beth Phoenix.
Edge.
Yes.
He's an announcer. Vintage. Boss time.
Michael Cole.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Next. Irish curse.
Famous.
Backbreaker.
Yes.
white
Very,
noise,
very good. That is
farts. She
5.
farts. Damn it.
She farts.
Farts?
She farts. Very respectful. All right. 5 points. Very well done. We're going to head on over to SpaceBoy and Grand POOBear. SpaceBoy, let's start with you. POOBear, your eyes, please.
Okay.
I close my eyes. Okay.
Yes, please. All right. So, SpaceBoy, your 30 seconds start now.
Blonde American and posh.
Cody Rhodes.
Pass. Pass. Bleeding. Literally bleeding right now.
RJ City.
Yes.
Acoustic guitar.
Honky Tonk Man.
No.
Jeff Jarrett.
No.
There's more?
No.
Oh my God. He's dead now. What's his gimmick?
And that's time.
Elias.
He is dead now.
That's time. You got 1 point, but what a point it
counted
was.
that one. Elias.
Cody Rhodes was a great answer.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes was a really good
American
one.
blonde and posh Cody Rhodes.
Oh, excellent stuff. That gave me life. All right. Okay. RJ City, you're going to be describing for Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, close your eyes, please.
Adam, sorry.
Yes, mate.
If for MJF, if Ollie had said Maxwell Jacob Friedman,
I wouldn't have allowed it.
okay.
That is his name. All right. RJ City, your 30 seconds start now.
B squared before he was B squared.
Bull Buchanan.
Yes.
Well, it's the
Big Show.
Yes.
comes out with a big cowboy hat and a limo with horns on it.
JBL.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Albert.
Yes.
Not Bubba, but
Devon.
Yes.
comes out with a kilt.
Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Holy shit.
One-on-one with the Undertaker.
Teddy Long.
Yes.
Right to Censor. He was the owner and the BWO.
Stevie
He's-
Richards. Steven
Yes.
The American Dream.
Oh,
Dusty Rhodes.
wow. Very good. 8 points.
Damn.
You
Very suspect
love
piece of paper
to
there.
see it.
I saw,
Very, very good.
I saw one of these.
Yeah. Kung Fu Naki.
All right. And finally, oh no, everyone's done one. Hooray! We're going to go round again and everyone else is going to get a go. So who did we start with? We started with our champs. So Steve, this is for you. Alex, please close your eyes.
Okay.
All right. So Steve, your 30 seconds is going to start now.
Murder Grandpa New Japan.
Minoru Suzuki.
Yes.
Impact champion currently, men's.
Moose.
Yes.
Pass. Undertaker's brother.
Kane.
Yep.
Pass. Pass. The boss.
Sasha Banks.
Yes.
I'm here to sell the world. I'm here to sell that guy. Dirty Dogs.
Dolph Ziggler.
4.
Yeah.
That is time. That is time. 4 points. Not too shabby.
Not too bad.
Heading on over to Andy and Ollie. Ollie, please close your eyes. Andy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, then. Your time.
What? Who am I?
Your time.
Oh my god.
Your 30 seconds starts now.
Pass. Swiss superstar.
Cesaro.
Hero. Yes.
Yes.
Formerly, no, in AEW, best match this year with Paige.
Eddie Kingston. CM Punk.
with Paige.
Daniel Bryan. Hangman
Yeah.
Page.
Okay.
Woo! But his daughter.
Charlotte Flair.
Jobber in WWE. Mary Painesville's favorite wrestler. Not
That's awesome.
Zack Ryder.
the other one.
Kurt
3
Yeah.
points.
Oh,
Only
sorry.
3.
Hesitation, Andy. Hesitation.
Eddie Kingston. You just love Eddie Kingston. No matter what, if I say best match, you'll go Eddie Kingston.
All right. Spaceboy, close your
Name
eyes.
him for the Rumble competitors. Best ever Rumble competitor. Eddie Kingston.
All right. All right. Your 30 seconds, Grand POOBear, start now.
Owner of WWE.
Vince McMahon.
Yes. Whoops.
Smallest man. The guy we should have picked for the Rumble thing. We wanted to
Rey
pick him.
Mysterio.
Yep.
Yes.
Big Sexy.
Kevin Nash.
Yep.
Yep.
Hit a guy with a bat.
Sting.
No, in Impact.
Oh God, I don't know.
Move on. Natalia's husband.
Tyson Kidd.
Yep.
Former member of the Shield.
Former?
And that is time for 4
But,
points.
The
Not too
Shield is
shabby.
forever. What do you mean forever?
And finally, Sean. Lovely Sean. RJ City, please close your eyes. And Sean, when you're ready, your 30 seconds start now.
NXT Ricochet's girlfriend.
Stacy? Something?
No.
Oh, what's her? Oh,
Funkadactyl, married to Uso.
Naomi.
There you go.
Yes.
Wrestled Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 2.
King Kong Bundy.
Yes.
The King.
Jerry Lawler.
Yes.
This is. It's.
What?
Face paint. Face paint.
That's
Baseball bat.
time. That's time. It's Sting. That was 3 points.
Damn
You
it.
know, I was gonna. You said this is, and my answer was gonna be CBS.
So there you go. That was an entire round, Ollie. Are you happy?
Yeah,
Great.
Hey,
All
buddy,
right.
let's do it again.
Let's do it all over again. So the points after Articulate are as thus. Actually, I realized we didn't do the points from the last round either. So here are the points thus far. In last place with 7 points, your current champs, the Church of Friendos. In third place with 9 points, it's Spaceboy and Grand POOBear. In second place with 10 points, it's Andy and Ollie. In first place with 22 points, it's SRS and RJ City. Holy shit. All right. So we're moving on to the next round. That is a fantastic score. We're moving on to the next round, which is a round that only brings people together. That's the job of this round. It's called 1 minute warning. So this round is all about talking. It's all about using your words. Now, normally we'd be playing just a minute and talking for a minute without hesitation or repetition. But instead, because we're a tag team QuizzleMania today, because we're here to work together to get a hive mind going, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Each turn, a team is going to step up. It's going to be their job to describe for a minute a thing from wrestling history. For example, the debut of the Shockmaster. And they just have to describe it for us. But they have to do it for a minute, 1 word at a time. Then, after that is done, the rest of the teams are going to judge you fairly. They're going to judge you fairly for how you did, and they're going to award you a score out of 5. So you have a potential of getting 10 points from each team. Then the scores are judged based on how much of the story did they cover? Was it clear? Did they muck around and get it all wrong? And I want you to give them your honest score. So you're going to be scoring each other. You're going to write down your score out of 5.
Terrible idea.
Why? Because you're in first place, Sean. I couldn't
No,
buy.
because I'm a hater and I'm gonna pick 0 for everybody.
I was gonna say,
all
Adam,
the time.
can they go last so that they don't but they're not biased and give us like 0 points?
Well, we're going to go with the players who are currently in last place and move up the ladder from there. So, to clarify,
Can you give us like an example? Like if I were to throw out the return of CM Punk.
Who am I? Well, I would be with a partner. So the return of CM Punk, I would be like in, and then Ollie would say August. And I would say of.
Oh.
And I'd say this year. It's a famous improv game. You're building a story one word at a time, but you take it in turns to each provide a word. And you've got 1 minute to try and tell as much of the story as you can. And then everyone else is going to judge you judge you fairly on how well you did on cutting your little history promo. Sound good? Hooray!
No, it sounds horrible.
I don't like it at all.
Why do you trust us
This sounds awful.
to give honest ratings against our competition?
Why can't we just guess the eBay prices? That's fun.
eBay.
You know,
eBay.
this is my third time, and we've never got nipples. Never once have I
Yeah,
got.
I've never.
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
not
getting
getting
into
it
that.
today,
I
all right.
made nipples every single time before coming on the show. Never got.
Justice for nipples
Nipple.
2022.
Free the nipples.
All right. So here's the incentive to be fair here is if you're fair to your opponents, they'll be fair to you. If you're not fair to your opponents, they won't be fair to you. All right. So Steve and Alex, and we're going to start with Steve. You're going to get the first word, and you're going to be talking for 1 minute. It's only going to be for a minute.
So I
almost
talk
made it
and then
2.
Alex talks and then I talk, right? Is that what it is?
One word at a time, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. And the subject you'll be talking on for just a minute is the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. You have 1 minute to talk about the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. This isn't going to work, is it? Starting now.
This
Is
awful.
degrading,
And
rewarding,
period. And then Vince
is
making
me
sick.
to.
Watch.
Is that a period?
You can start a new sentence whenever you like.
And then
Yeah. Okay. Pucker.
JR.
French.
Kiss.
My.
Asshole.
Okay, and that is time.
Fives. We got fives.
Yeah.
Man.
Right, everyone, please write down your score out of 5 for that attempt to describe the Vince McMahon.
I'm gonna have to be honest.
Yes.
Feel like we should get something for going first.
I think it should be 5. We made you laugh.
Yeah. Then I got to say a-hole.
Yeah.
You did. You did get to say asshole. All right. Everyone, please reveal your scores at once. 3, 2, 1, and I'll add them together. So we've got a 5, we've got a 5, we've got a 3. So 13 points. Not too shabby.
And a
13.
smiley face.
And a smiley face.
Yeah, that
Writing
is
down
a
that
point.
RJ gave us
Yeah.
1 point.
You broke the rules
counting
numerous times.
Fives is
What
What
did
was
we?
the rules?
What was the rule that we broke?
You spoke of more than one word at a time.
I don't think they did that.
They did.
Well, it was
Asshole
out-
is one word.
It was
And then
outside
cut
of the
off.
story.
Oh,
It-
well, what do
we
we have?
really-
The talking stick? Are we
Recount.
going to do this fairly or not?
Recount.
Or is this just a free for all?
Recount.
society
Just
without
remember, you'll be
rules
able to
cannot
judge
exist.
Jay as well.
Bad.
So.
Ollie, this is going to be
Remember
our
that.
round.
Way to go now.
All right. Who's next? It's Space Poo. All right. You guys are next. Okay. So you have 1 minute to talk one word at a time about the subject. Choppy, choppy, your PP.
Oh.
You have 1 minute to talk about that subject starting. We're going to start with Grand POOBear, please. You get the first word. Starting now.
This
Was
racist,
and
sexist,
and
not
okay.
for
Anyone
it.
was
Dated
Definitely.
Yet
It
was
funny.
Can we just leave it at that? I mean, I feel like that was good.
You have 25 seconds. Give us more details.
Val
Venus
lost
his
penis.
because
He
pissed
off
someone
And that's fine. Say what you want. I had some details in there. Very good. Very good. All right. So let's get the scores from the judging panel, please. When you've written down your number from 1 to 5, I'll also accept 0, but I don't think it deserved that. 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh, where is it?
Oh, we got an 8.
Yeah.
We got an 8, and we got a 6. That's 19 points. Very. Sorry, that is not 19 points.
SRS. I
Eight.
appreciate
I'm sorry,
that.
how was
one,
that?
man.
24.
How was that not a 5? Were people
22.
confused? Were they
I
mistaking
gave it a
for
5.
another
You
time
didn't,
Val
didn't
Venus
mention a
lost his
sword.
penis?
There
You
was
know
a
what?
sword involved.
Say what you want about SRS.
Yeah, how
but
did
he
the choppy
is,
come?
True.
he's fair.
It's true.
In true 2022 style, that was worth 22 points. Very well done,
Thank
boys.
you so much.
All right, we're going to move on to Andy and Ollie.
The famous I think we'll be good.
I think you'll be good at this too because of your powers, Andy, because you're talking about the Edge and Lee to live sex celebration, and you have 1 minute to do so, starting.
Who's starting?
Oh, Ollie will start, as
Okay.
Ollie was
You
volunteering.
could just remember SP3's description of this from QuizzleMania prior, if you want.
Oh my
She
god, yeah.
gave him a blowjob.
1 minute on the clock, starting with you, Ollie, starting now.
The
Live
sex
celebration.
between
Edge.
and
Lita.
happened
In.
WWE
It.
was
Very.
erotic.
For.
Me,
And.
you,
Because.
I,
Love.
wrestling,
And.
performances,
Involving.
wrestlers,
Doing.
celebrations.
And
Sexually.
that's time. Very, I mean,
Oh my god.
very good. Almost. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lead the voting. Vote with your hearts and your minds. A number, but hang on a second. I'll tell you what.
I couldn't. I stopped being able to talk. I really lost it.
All right. If everyone's got a number down, show it in 3, 2, 1. All right. So we have
What a load of utter bullshit.
8 and 4. So that's 12 plus another 4. So that is 16.
How is that worth 3 more points than the bollocks that the people at the bottom came out with? They didn't even talk for half of it.
Andy, this round always unravels you, doesn't it?
That's because that was ridiculous.
All
I
right.
feel like David Mitchell.
I'll write
S-
down my score early for this one.
Ollie,
SRS.
you're with me here. That's nonsense scoring.
I don't know,
SRS.
It's hard to judge when you're in the thick of things.
Is you did, yeah, you guys made it through the wilderness together. And finally, SRS and RJ City, you must talk for 1 minute about Kate
no.
storyline.
Oh
Go.
no.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's go.
we're going to start with RJ. Please, you get the first word. You have 1 minute to talk about the Kate Vick storyline, starting now.
Decades.
Ago,
Kane.
took
A.
girl
Into.
a
Car.
and
Started.
to
Drive.
but
The.
car, vehicle,
became
emblazed.
and
She
perished.
then
Decades
later,
this
lady
whose
corpse
was
burned, fornicated
upon
by
a
Triple H.
individual.
And that's time, folks. That's time. A Triple H individual is wanted by the police today.
I don't know. I heard Sean say 2 words twice. So it's
I
got
did
to be
hear
right.
Yeah,
that
same.
as well.
Yeah, same.
Points
That
for
definitely
each word.
reflects the points.
Your
I
points.
also said triple once, so yeah, take some points away for that.
All right. So, if you've all got a number on the page, please reveal them in 3, 2, 1 now. So we've got 6
Come on.
versus 6 versus 6. 3 times 6 is 20.
I'll take that.
All
I
right,
knew
that
Ollie
is-
was
That
going to
told
over
the story the best of anybody.
I knew Ollie was going to go over the top, so I had to.
Yeah, we were all hating right there.
It was just the use. It was the gestures, the decades. I could feel time
See?
passing.
We make movies.
We painted a picture for you.
All right. I am going to take a quick break. Everyone, please take 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Stand up, stretch your legs. I'm going to get rid of every single person here, apart from Ollie. Do you know why?
Is it Surfshark time?
It's time to talk about Surfshark, the people sponsoring this episode. How do you feel about Surfshark, Ollie?
Good value. That's how
It is good
Is
value.
that an emotion? That's what came to mind.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I use Surfshark primarily to watch HBO because I'm a snob. What do you use it primarily for?
Well, I tried to use it to watch HBO to watch the new Matrix movie, but my Dominoes had already arrived and I couldn't go through the rigmarole of downloading everything on that app, on the
That's
HBO
fair.
app, that is. Surfshark was fantastic. So, yeah, mainly DC Comics for me, which you cannot access over here. It's a godsend. Every Tuesday, Comics Day.
And if you want to hear more about what Surfshark is and why it is great, then why don't you just watch this? Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you're anything like us, you don't want to be told that you can't watch certain TV just because of the country you live in. Make sure you maximize your entertainment options with a great VPN like Surfshark. At Wrestle Talk, we all use Surfshark. Pete uses it to watch Japanese Netflix because he's a massive weeb who just wants his senpai to notice him. Laurie uses it to watch The West Wing on US Netflix because he's the head of the Martin Sheen fan club. Luke is using it to watch all the DC movies coming straight to HBO this year. He loves DC. Much better than Marvel, he says. Ask him about it at This Is Luke Owen on Twitter. And Ollie used it to thoroughly encrypt his browsing so no one in big tech finds out how often he buys lederhosen. It's often. No matter what you want to use it for, Surfshark offers secure access to servers in over 60 countries across the globe. Get Surfshark VPN at surfshark.deals/jamnatjam. Enter promo code jamnatjam for 83% off and 3 months for free. Make sure you use that link and code so Surfshark knows that QuizzleMania sent you. Again, that's surfshark.deals/jamnatjam. Enter promo code jamnatjam for 83% off and 3 months for free. Don't you just love it? Oh yeah. What are you having a sleeping pill?
Sleeping pill. I keep forgetting it's going to come back to me.
Yeah, you're still here. All right. I think everyone else has returned from their little break. So I'm just going to welcome everyone back. Welcome back, everyone. Wow.
It's a cat.
It's a kitty cat.
I do have to say, bless the sponsors, because back in my day, we didn't get bathroom breaks on this show.
No, the OGs. They have no idea what it's like. Let me just
We were like
rearrange it.
astronauts or race car drivers. We just went
Yeah.
our pants.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Dealt with
All
it
right,
later.
folks. So we have 2 rounds left. Yes, Ollie.
Grand boy the wrong way round. It's bugging me.
Thank you. You're
we switched it up a
absolutely
little
right.
Yeah,
There you
thank
go.
Jim.
All right, so
Thank
we
you.
are going to. We obviously all coexisted that last round. We all worked together to make something beautiful. So you should all be ready for this round, which is, of course, the marriage game. I'm going to give you guys a prompt, and then you guys have to write down on your pad what you think. Basically, you have to both write down the same thing. Every time I've tried to explain the marriage game, I go more complicated than this, which it just literally, I'm going to give you a prompt and you and your partner have to, without conferring, write down the same thing. That is all there is to it. If you do, your team gets 5 points. If you don't, your team doesn't get 5 points. Savvy? Lovely. All right, so we're going to start with the first category, which is Best Rumble Elimination. No conferring. You simply write down what it is your partner is going to write down, because after that last round, you guys are so in sync. All right, and while you guys are writing that down, I'm going to head over to some ultra chats. Shiva Wilding says, Happy New Year, everybody. Question for everyone. Which unlikely special guest would you love to see in the Rumble? Mine is Thunder Rosa. Also, this donor marks $200 this donation marks $200 given with pleasure to you beautiful bastards. Here's to the next 200. Shiva, that's amazing. Thank you so much. That's incredibly generous of you. Genuinely, of all the people, I want to see Bryan Danielson back. I want to see him straddle both companies. I think that would be fun, but it's not going to happen. But he left on very good terms, so I don't know. Rem Maker says, "Hey Adam, wanted to say thank you for the joy you've given my father from your days in What Culture. We used to watch every list, and even though he's not with us anymore, thank you for giving him and me that love of wrestling again. Hashtag jam that jam." You're very, very welcome. I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm really glad that you guys got to enjoy the very, very silly things we did at What Culture together. That's really lovely. Thank you for messaging. All right. If everyone has written something down, Best Rumble Elimination, we are going to go to Team Ollie and Andy first. We're going to do it in teams. We're going to reveal them one by one. So as long as you've written down the same thing, 5 points.
Yeah, I've got to cross one out because I've done 2.
Stop. Get it off the screen. There it is. All right. I'm sure you didn't, Andy.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Show me.
Drew Brock one.
Oh, Drew throwing out Brock. Yeah. Very, very good. All right. Nice. 5 points to Andy and Ollie.
Nice.
Not too shabby. SpaceBoy and Grand POOBear. Are you guys ready to show? I'll count you in on 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I also have Drew and Brock. Santino over Kane, come on.
Oh, that's a good answer, though.
It's the record. Beautiful. It's the record. That is no points for Space Poo. Church of Friendos, are you ready to reveal 1,
sure,
2, 3?
Oh, that's a good one.
Maven was a good one.
That was a good one, too.
Was a good one. When Sid got eliminated and Flair won the round.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's okay. We still have good chemistry.
We do.
Yeah. All right. SRS and RJ City.
Yeah,
on
ready?
3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God!
So good.
That was my other one. That was my other one.
Amazing.
I was hoping he would be as oddly obscure as I was.
Unreal.
That is, in my opinion, the correct answer. Very, very good job. Well done.
I even made sure to add by Snitsky over the last few seconds, just in case I needed to clarify. But
all the Paul London Rumble elimination.
You guys are too cute. All right. So next up, we're going to do 4 of these. Hooray! And then we're going to move on to the last round. Which, all right. So the next one is: what do you think? What does your partner think is the worst finisher to take? So what do you think?
What my partner thinks? Can I write down any of them?
If you and your partner write down the same thing, you get points. And Van Twinblade says, I'll tell you what, Van Twinblade, I'm going to read that in between questions because I do like this bit of the quiz. So leave that one on the screen, mods. Rock and Roller 21 says, hello, you beautiful people. Excited for another year of QuizzleMania flavored shenanigans. Question for the panel: who would you like to see get the rub from ending Roman Reigns' title run? My pick would be Carmelo Hayes. Love you all. Jam that jam. Is it true that there's a rumor that Seth is going to end it on the Rumble? Is that true?
I hope not. I think it should be Carmelo or Braun Breaker right now, like as things stand, and not even for a long while.
I don't see him dropping it for a while, but rumors persist. And Mayor of Paintsville Dan says, I have to say, Greg Cherry should be on QuizzleMania. There is like a list of people that should be on this. I am at the bottom. He is number one.
Yep.
Put Greg Cherry on QuizzleMania, please. Good luck to everyone with your 2022 projects. Remember not to party during COVID.
What gives, Adam?
You pipe down there, Sean. You pipe down. All right, worst finisher to take. We're going to go reverse order this time. So let's start with SRS and RJ. On 3 then. 1, 2, 3.
Damn it.
Oh. I was trying to...
Listen, I was just going with what you would say as a human. Like,
I got
and I know you love getting wedgied midair.
I know, but I just wish I would stay there.
Yeah. There. That's a good point.
All right, so Steve and Alex next up. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't want that in my face.
Asshole to the face.
Speak for yourself.
All right, SpaceBoy and POOBear on 3, please. 1, 2, 3.
I went a pedigree.
Oh,
Yes.
Can't kill it.
Agreed.
That is not a match neither, which leaves it up to Andy and Ollie on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Coup de grace.
Oh,
Oh, I've crossed out last ride.
You
Oh.
did.
Well, would suck, yeah.
That's right. All right. No points that round. No one loves each other anymore. Love fades after all. All right. Next up, this is for all of you again.
Top Killer was a good one.
Terrifying.
Best commentary duo. All right. Jamie LP says, hi, everyone, and Happy New Year. Rooting for the Church of Friendos, but also kind of secretly wanting SRS to win too. What are everyone's thoughts on WWE announcing surprise Rumble entrants and wrestlers from other promotions entering the Rumbles? Yeah, I would have kind of liked to have seen Mickie James just sort of like arrive.
Yeah.
That might have been neat. Remember when that was a fucking staple of the Royal Rumble? Yeah. A fucking surprise.
I got 11 people left in there, and people are interested enough to where they're paying money to ask us what we think about these people being in the Rumble. So
that's true, Sean. But I think they'd be sort of paying money to ask us like who we think is going to win it. Instead, I think people are always interested in the Rumble. I think the Rumble is one of the few occasions that sells itself, and I think
it's
genuinely.
Funny. It's funny you say that. I've got an 8,000-word feature dropping on Fightful.com in a couple of weeks.
It is funny how I said that.
Called Inside the Royal Rumble. It'll be up on Fightful Select early. I did one last year as well.
I really liked that one last year, Sean. I thought it was very, very good. Right. So we're going to start with Andy and Ollie. Best commentary duo on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, they're a trio.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think you'd put King.
Well, the correct answer is Excalibur and Taz right now. Freaking amazing.
All right, so that is not a match. SpaceBoy and Grand POOBear. 1, 2, 3.
The King in Jail.
Oh, that was my first guess.
Oh, I would.
Oh man, I fucking I changed it. I changed it.
Gorilla and Heenan is a very good answer too.
That is a good answer, but I'm not
both great.
80.
Both great.
But I'm not 80. Ah, yes, the 80s. 80 years ago they were. Church of
3 years
Friendos.
ago seems like 80 years ago, man. Come on.
That's decent. Church of Friendos on 3. 1, 2, 3.
He's so dirty. I didn't think you'd go with him. I was so close. And I was like, Alex wouldn't like JR. He's
I
gross.
don't, but I thought that you would go with the best
I'm not
one.
gross.
I didn't think you
Come
were
on,
gross.
man.
I'm not saying you're gross.
know.
Wow,
I'm
the Church
saying
of
you're
Friendos
smart.
are falling apart.
No.
folks.
Hey, Adam, get out of here.
Get out of here.
And
We were
finally,
close, Alex. We were close.
We were. That's a point in my heart.
SRS and RJ City. Will you be the only ones to score this question?
I
1, 2,
think
3.
so. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Let's get it together.
Very good. 5 points. Love to see it. And finally, the final question before we move on to the final round. Greatest WCW champion. Jared McCullough says, first QuizzleMania 2022. Finally, question, who do you want to see win AEW Gold this year that hasn't before? I really want to see Cody Rhodes win the AEW World Championship. Please. That would be nice.
He can never challenge for it, Adam.
But he can just rewrite the rules when he turns heel.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever. Ollie, you're shaking your head.
Oh, well, no, yeah, I don't think he should. Even if he turns heel, I don't think it would play well.
Really?
And that's strange for Cody, because he's usually
finger on the pulse.
Usually toe that line, yeah.
All right. And finally, Nala says, nice to see you all. Nala says, nice to see you all. What is everyone's favorite Disney animal? Is Adam still Nala? Subscribe to No Rolls Barred. Yes,
hey,
thank you very much.
I agree, Adam.
I never said that Nala was my favorite Disney animal. I just said that Nala is, if you were to be asked the question, who is an attractive Disney animal, you would say Nala. I did not say that Nala was my favorite Disney animal. Does anyone else have any thoughts on this subject?
Bambi.
I'm just going to let that simmer for you.
No, someone else talk.
I feel like there's not a right way to answer this.
Ollie's got a poster of Judy Hopps in the
Are we
office.
rating on attractiveness or just greatness here? I'm very confused what you're getting at.
Attractive
the 3D
animals?
movies.
Attractive animals? What are we doing?
No, just a favorite animals. The reason why this person asked is because I was given in a board game. I was given the category animal attractive to unattractive. So I put Nala because Nala is an attractive Disney animal because they give her like the sexy eyes. Come on, everyone. You know you're with me on this.
I know it's not an animal, but from the Beauty and the Beast sequel, I'm attracted to Tim Curry as Forte, the evil pipe
See, RJ.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm not proud of it, but I get it.
Oh, if no one else is going to take this question seriously,
does a mermaid count as an animal?
Nobody's going to take it seriously.
Yeah, mermaid.
A mermaid would count as an animal because I mean, top half, yeah, but the bottom half, that's fish
Firmly.
genitalia.
A Bug's Life isn't Disney, is it?
I mean, it wasn't when it was made, but it falls under the Disney canon now, I suppose.
Okay.
Wait, which bug from Bug's Life?
It was the other way around, with the fish on
The
top.
grasshopper.
The princess bug? The ladybug.
Yeah.
Well, good. We've got our clip for the news tomorrow, haven't we, Ollie? So let's start with Andy and Ollie. Who is the greatest WCW champion of all
I'm going to write
time?
someone down. I couldn't think of anyone. All right.
Have you written something down?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
I don't know.
Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Not a match. Grand Boy on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Sting and Ric Flair.
I almost wrote Sting.
Is not a match. No one likes each other anymore. Love is
Sorry,
dead.
that one was my fault.
Church of friendos. You got this right.
We gotta
1,
get this one. We gotta get this
I
one.
know.
2, 3. Yes! Love
I'm
is
so
real.
glad I changed my answer last minute.
Oh, did you have Flair?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, SRS and RJ City left you to laugh for a reason. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Sean!
She didn't know he was going to pick Arcade. Come on.
the Scream reviews are very good. He's got a lot of heat right now.
I'm going to watch it Thursday.
You're going
that was a
going to
softball.
watch, I don't know, Lex Luger's movie on Thursday? No.
That was a softball lobbed to me, and I whiffed.
I presume you're also in Scream, RJ City. You have
Let me tell you
previous-
something. People are like, hey, are you in Scream? I'm like, listen, David's lucky that he is in Scream.
All right, the scores as we head into the final round are as follows. With 25 points, Church of Friendos. In joint second place with 31 points apiece, Andy and Ollie and SpaceBoy and Grand POOBear. In first place with 50 points, SRS and RJ City. As we move into our final round, still everything to play for. We play That's My Line.
No.
I knew it.
It's 20 questions, basically. You pick a wrestler, you give me a number, and I basically secretly assign you a wrestler. Then you take it in turns to ask me yes or no questions. You start with 20 points on the clock. Every question that you ask me, which isn't a correct guess, will dock you points until you get all the way down to 0, in which case you are out. The line between last place and first place is unfortunately less than 20 points. So we are guaranteed new champs here today.
So do we even need to do this, or can we just tap out now? Because I hate this category. It's a fucking nightmare.
We gotta guess a wrestler at
It's
20.
either Sid or Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Just guess. Just spend the entire time guessing the wrestler.
That's
You
kind
could-
of
you could
what
do that.
we're
Jack
gonna
Gable.
do, Alex. Let's just start saying
All right.
names.
Alex, give me a number between 1 and 6.
4.
4 it is. All right, I
She was
have your
gonna say
wrestlers.
4.
I have your wrestlers
We get 4
details in
points
front
from
of me.
that.
Right.
You do not. So we're going to start with Steve. Then we're going to go to Alex, Steve, Alex, asking me a yes or no question. If you get it right, then you get the number of points that are still on the screen. It is that simple. For every other team, everything's to play for. But this is just a bit of fun with pals. Steve, over to you.
Yeah. Is it Sid?
No.
Damn, that would have been so awesome.
All right, Alex. Next up.
I'm gonna go with the logical question.
Okay.
She's playing to win.
I'm trying. Okay. Are they currently active?
Yep.
Is it Roman Reigns?
No.
Alex, you asked a good question. I'll pick the rest.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like a good plan. Okay. Is it a woman?
No.
Is it Seth Rollins?
No. Alex.
Just arbitrarily say things. What is the strategy? And
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
She asked the question, and then I say a wrestler's name that fits all the descriptions that we've got so far, Sean. It's really easy.
Do they currently wrestle for WWE?
Yes.
Is it Sheamus?
No.
Guess.
I like this way.
Were they champion within the last year?
Yes.
He had to think about it. Ooh.
Oh.
it's a good question too.
Thanks, Sean.
Is it Are they on SmackDown?
Oh, okay. No.
Are they on NXT?
No.
Okay.
It's one of the 50 people on Raw. All right, that okay.
It narrows it down.
Is it Bobby Lashley?
No.
Is it Biggie?
No.
Okay.
Is it Damian Priest?
No.
is I'm trying to think of all the titles. Okay. Is it Drew McIntyre?
No.
Okay.
Is it? Well, he said champion. It doesn't necessarily mean.
Yeah.
Is it AJ Styles?
No.
Not AJ.
Alex.
Is it The Miz?
5 points to Gryffindor. It was indeed.
Well, you thought about it, wasn't it?
Very good.
Really
5
had to
points
think about
to
that
you.
one.
Well done.
All right, we're moving on next to either Andy and Ollie or SpaceBoy and Grand Pooh Bear. Ollie, think of a number. Well, actually, no, wait.
2.
Yes. Yeah, sure, 2. Why not? You guys go first. I don't know what the fuck that was. Ollie, give me. So number
We won.
2 is. Ooh, okay. I have your person. Starting now.
Going
Starting
to
with you,
open
Ollie.
up with a. Going to open up with a Sean special. Are they over £205?
Over 205? Yes. Andy.
So it's probably. Are they currently active?
Yes.
Are they the holder of a major title?
No.
Have they won a major title?
I
Something
answered
like-
your first question, I'm afraid.
So not a current major champion.
No.
In AEW?
No.
WWE?
No.
Impact?
No.
New Japan?
Yes.
Okay. Ollie, you might as well start guessing names here.
You know all about New Japan, Andy. You
I
write
know,
for
but
a major wrestling
some
website.
names from I know plenty of. I know all their names. I don't know who their current middle level champions are.
Well,
is it
they might
Tomohiro
not-
Ishii?
Tomohiro Ishii? No.
Are they a former IWGP heavyweight or intercontinental? You know, that whole lineage into one. The best way
No.
of doing the belts.
No.
Oh, so never.
They have never won an IWGP. You have to be careful because they do literally have a belt called Never.
Oh,
So,
yeah, good point.
No, they have never won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship or the Intercontinental.
Is it Kenta?
No.
Is it Shibata?
10 points. Very, very good.
Well done, Ollie.
Very good.
I think we can get along.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We're down 20 points right now, right?
You are down 19 points.
Oh,
Hail Mary time.
Hail Mary. All right,
Boy, I
so
mean, we get 2 choices here, my dude.
Okay.
all right, SpaceBoy, can I get a number between 1 and 4? No, 1 and 4, please.
1.
Absolutely. I have your wrestler's information. I'm ready to answer a question when you're ready to ask me one.
Is it John Cena?
It is not John Cena.
That would have been awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Is it Matt Hardy?
No.
I don't know why, but I was like, it's Matt Hardy.
You felt it. You felt it.
So now you've got to get it in what 10? Oh no, in 11 to beat us.
Yeah, well, we weren't going for second like you jabronis. We were going for a win.
We're gunning for the dub.
Coming
All right.
second's always best.
What's the game plan here? Do we guess names or do we whittle it down like a little
I
steak?
think we whittle a little.
All right, let's whittle a little.
Yeah.
Let's whittle a little.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they in the WWE?
Yeah.
Currently?
Yeah.
What was the answer? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
SpaceBoy. No, sorry, Cuba.
Are they or have they been a champion in the last 6 months?
No. SpaceBoy.
Do they weigh more than 205 pounds?
No.
Oh.
Is it Alexa Bliss?
No. I like that. I like that energy, though.
Are they a woman?
Yes.
A lady
Dig into that
under.
brain of yours. Just open the back file cabinet, pop it open. You're looking in. You see a folder. What does that folder say? You pull it up, you shine it in the light, and you go, "Oh my god!" It comes to you. What is it? What does that folder say? You had to use a key to
Are
unlock
they?
that file cabinet. Popped it open. It was like Pulp Fiction style, like a beam of light shone up on your face from the file cabinet. I looked at you. I asked you, "Are we happy?" You say, "Yeah, we're happy." I came here in a dream.
Is it Bailey?
No.
Is it Selena Vega?
No.
Have they? Ooh, we got to get this next question. Have they wrestled for a title in the last? No, this is a horrible question. Don't answer that one. Are they on Raw?
Yes.
I feel like this is like one person left.
Oh my god.
That hasn't held a title.
Who could it be? Who is it?
That's not Alexa Bliss. That's under 205.
Did you already? Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
Did you already ask, is it Liv Morgan?
I did not.
Is it Liv Morgan?
10 points.
Yes!
Oh no, it's a draw for second place.
Is it really?
It's a draw. It's a draw. And now for their victory lap, SRS and RJ City. RJ, could you give me a number between 1 and 3, please?
Yes, but before we get too excited, I want to humble myself by reading this comment here that says RJ City looks like a less cool version of Damian Priest.
Wonderful. All right. Can I get a number from you?
Well, what's the range?
1 to 3.
I will pick 2.
Ah, interesting.
Is it?
SRS, your first question to ask.
Is this person billed over 220 pounds?
No.
Is this person in WWE?
No.
I mean, I don't even know why I'm hesitating.
A reminder
here.
that you can just run out the clock and you've won.
Has this person been a top champion, like a world champion, women's champion,
No.
etc.?
Is this person a male?
Yes.
A male under 220, not a world champion. Are they in AEW?
Yes.
Do they have blonde hair?
Oh, I'm really bad at that question. My
Should be
partner
fairly
makes fun of me all the time.
They posh and American.
Look, I'm gonna say no, but I've had people yell at me before, but I'm saying no.
Is it Cody Rhodes?
No, I know Cody has blonde hair.
I mean, it's kind of kind of whitish.
Platinum blonde. Yeah. RJ.
Do they often appear on Dynamite?
Yes.
Under 220. I shouldn't have guessed. Cody. Have they held a title in AEW?
Yes.
Oh, I know this one.
Get it before him. Get it
Limit.
before Sean.
Yeah.
Get it before him. Take it
I'm
away
just
from
going
him.
to throw it back to Sean. So I'm going to say, is it Paul Roma?
No.
Okay.
Is it Darby Allin?
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Hey, loser.
I blew Paul Roma on that. Is it
Oh.
Dante Martin?
No.
And you said they don't have blonde hair?
I'm pretty sure they don't. Some people will yell at me. They don't. I'm putting my flag in the
Jungle
sand.
Boy.
It is Jungle Boy. Very
There's a little confusing there with the.
I wouldn't
got,
call
like,
it blonde. I understand what you're
Dirty
saying.
blonde,
but
yeah.
It's
good.
like
I
a
think a lot of
dirty
people
blonde,
might
yeah.
say strawberry blonde, dirty blonde.
Yeah.
Right, that's the show. The final scores on the doors. The no longer champs, the Church of Friendos in last place with 30. In joint second place, Andy and Ollie coexisting along with Space Poo, rocking a 41-point second place. Very, very good. But in first place with 58 points.
Wow.
An old hand at this now. A double champion SRS. A newcomer to QuizzleMania, RJ City, everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And now I was going to read this comment out at during the halfway point of QuizzleMania, but I decided to save it for the end because this QuizzleMania is all about coming together and coexisting. Van Twinblade donated $10 and said, Adam, use your announcer voice. It's love o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Time to say nice things about each other. The same way we do every single QuizzleMania, but we're going to say at the end. What I'm going to ask is for each tag team to say a nice thing about their tag team partner. Andy, could you say something nice about Ollie?
I couldn't possibly ask for a nicer boss. He's wonderfully supportive, incredibly friendly, and often it's difficult to sometimes it can be difficult when your friend is also your boss, but Ollie makes it very, very easy.
Ollie, please say something nice about Andy.
No one has grown more than Andy under my tutelage. I'm so proud of him. He has become
where?
an excellent human being. He's risen to the occasion on multiple occasions.
Lovely. Spaceboy, could you say something nice about Grand POOBear, please?
No.
Oh, now Spaceboy. It's love o'clock.
There are very few people that I would rather throw off the roof of a building for calling me old.
That's fair.
You know, I gotta say, Spaceboy is one of the greatest role players of all time on the No Pixel server, and beyond that, he has the most accurate Molotov cocktail throw that I have ever seen. It's incredible.
I'm gonna do it again.
He's very good at that.
RJ City. I hate to ask this of you, but could you say something nice about Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com, please?
Yeah, sometimes I've DM'd him and he hasn't answered me, but I understand that it's not personal to me. It's just stuff he has going on. And I'm okay with that. And I don't freak out anymore.
That's nice. That's something nice. Sean, could you say something nice about RJ City, please?
Yes, I appreciate that due to our first in-person interview, RJ helped me normalize talking about ass eating in public.
That is something to which we can all aspire. Steve, could you please say something nice about your Church of Friendos?
Oh, I could think of like a million things. Alex, of all the great things that happened to me in 2021, becoming your friend is at near like kind of the topish of the list. It's like top like 3 probably.
Very, very nice.
That's a shoot. That's a shoot.
I believe it. Alex, say something nice about Steve, please.
Well, I can say the same thing. One of the best things that happened to me last year was being your friend, and also you've got the greatest Stone Cold Steve Austin impression in the
Oh,
world.
hell yeah, you dumb son of a bitch.
Wonderful. Thank you. That was Love O'Clock. We have it every QuizzleMania. Thank you so much, Van Twinblade. So this is the end of the quiz. We're going to finish off the rest of the Ultra Chats. We've got about 3 pages of Ultra Chats. If anyone needs to go, Ollie, I'm looking. Ollie, it's 11:05. I'm literally getting you to bed on time. How about that?
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I
thanks,
am on
everybody.
I want Ollie here for this. Hold on. I'm on strike from the post shows until I receive a QuizzleMania trophy. I have won this game 14 times, but those nerds on Patreon get sent one every time they win.
I'll die before you get one, Sean Rossap. You will
14
never hold a
times?
QuizzleMania championship trophy.
14 times.
I'm writing it down as a
Jesus
task
Christ.
tomorrow.
You all
You have won
accidentally
quite a few.
subscribed to our Patreon under Andy's bank account, but you can't mail me
Yes.
a trophy.
Adam, did you hear about this?
Who signed up for Fightful
So,
Select with your account
I
details?
signed up because the YouTube and the website now have separate accounts, but we used to only use the YouTube account, and that meant I had to text Peter all times of the night to get the verification code. So I made a separate website account, and somehow in doing so, I managed to add my own bank details to the YouTube account. And then Ollie, about 8 minutes later, went, "Do you know what? We should probably up our pledge to."
Very generous, by the way. I
To, like,
appreciate it.
40
completely unconnected.
And
I was
like,
I was
sure.
meaning to get around to it.
You just
Fucking
spent £30
rude
on
over
Patreon.
here.
I went, it said I spent 30 quid on Patreon. I went, no, I haven't. So I messaged Sean and said, I think, mate, your select's broken. He went,
Yes.
oh no, that's terrible. And I was
Like, I
like,
run
oh, no, turns out
Patreon.
it was me being an idiot all along, as usual.
Which
All
I
right.
will say, I appreciate the generosity there, but I think you should also subscribe under your 100 other channels that you all have. Here.
You leave no rolls bar alone. You leave no rolls bar alone. Right. I'm gonna jump into the odd chats very soon. This is your chance. If anyone needs to go or would like to go, that's absolutely fine. Please do so now. And then we're gonna jump into the ultra chats.
Bye bye, everybody. Lovely to see you all.
Bye,
Happy New
Ollie.
Year.
Bye.
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 All these
bye.
pajamas are nicer than any waking shirt I have.
I know. It's ridiculous. I've never met a fancier gentleman.
When I picture British people in my head, that's how I picture them.
The
No,
only
no.
thing missing was a little nightcap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little ball.
The little ball, yeah.
I think it was.
Feet to feet with Charlie's or Charlie in the Chocolate Factory right there. You know, that's how I picture it. Yeah.
I think it was someone who said, Ollie's the biggest tour I've ever seen. He looks like someone who would go oop as he closes a kitchen drawer with his hip after he's gone searching for his panini maker, which I think is a very apt description. Viking Brock's Top Nut says, "Hi guys, hope you're doing well this fine evening. I see Ollie is stealing Wendy Chu's gimmick. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't say holla to Andy Datson. I would also like to quickly ask Steve, what does William Regal think of Adam Blompier as a host?"
Oh, he's bloody great. But the only thing I'd like to see him host is bloody War Games.
Thank you. Bloody wonderful. CM Crunk says, "Hi, QuizzleManiacs. Let's mark the new year with a crap joke. What's Triple H's favorite cocktail? It's Mai Tai." There you go. You pop SpaceBoy. John D says, "I'm happy to spend a Wednesday with all these wonderful people. This is the best way for me to end my quarantine yesterday. Congratulations on your ended quarantine." Evan, the Canadian Giant, says, "I don't understand why Ollie and Andy aren't coming together like Jericho and MJF. Soon we'll be seeing singing duets. Holla holla Judas. Also SRS solo shit got real. Arthur from Natural Night, pulling to the one-man team of the Dong Lord himself, SRS. This is from back at the beginning. Goodness me. FTF, Q for everyone. What is your favorite wrestling experience you've shared with a friend? Mine is winning a private box seat to take over Phoenix, sharing it with my best friend. Mine is the first ever WWE live show I attended, which is in 2013. Me and my friend Mike were driving across America. It was like one of the first, it was the first time we've been to loads of different American places. We stopped in for a WWE house show. And my favorite bit was Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, because they were doing their program at the time. His favorite bit was a dance-off between Brie Bella and I believe Summer Rae. It really, really tickled
Who
him.
won?
And I just Brie Summer Rae won, but then Brie took umbrage to it and attacked her from behind.
So she go in
Very-
free mode.
Yeah, very poor sport, if you ask me. Anyone else want to share a lovely experience, a lovely wrestling experience they've had with a friend?
I think the first time I took my girlfriend to a wrestling show was very nice. I think sort of showing her what it is exactly that I do for a living, and she enjoyed it a lot. So that was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
I was gonna say the first time I took my wife, she had a Bray Wyatt looks smelly sign that she held up, and she got on TV for Enzo. You can't teach that. She is full on TV like you can't teach, which just gives you her perspective on who she really likes in wrestling right there, you know. The Bray Wyatt is smelly sign and popping off for Enzo. So there we go, guys, you know.
After Brian got fired for the tie incident, his first match back was at a flea market in Detroit against Eddie Kingston. And I don't know who, but somebody brought like dozens of ties. And we threw, me and my friend, we were like 15 at the time. We threw ties in the ring instead of streamers. It was ridiculous.
That's amazing.
I love that.
Before, back in 2001, Larson and I went to the XPW show where Supreme got lit on fire and we almost saw a guy die. That was
Great
shitty.
memory.
That was actually terrible. To be honest.
Yeah, great
We
memory.
never went to another XPW show after that.
Lovely time with friends.
I went to Evolution with Kayla. So
Aw.
yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
We have.
I have one if it's okay.
No, let's not hear from you. Yeah, no, please, RJ.
Me and Dalton Castle did an indie show, and there was a bunch of names on it, and we got paid, and we were trying to get our money for our gas receipts. So they're like, the promoter was like, "Yeah, wait for my wife by this door." So we did this stupid thing where everyone who came out of the door, we handed them the receipts and tried to get them to pay for it. Just whatever, right? And we thought it was funny, and no one else thought it was funny. And then finally, Gangrel came out. And we said, do you handle these? And he was like, what? Me? No. And we said, oh, the promoter said, talk to the guy with the fangs. And we all just stared at each other for 5 seconds. That was my favorite.
Delightful. Tomas says, I've been binge watching QuizzleMania the past week, and I'm excited I get to finally catch one live, especially with it being How Will They Coexist special. Question, what program do you use to host QuizzleManias? Happy New Year. Much love to everyone. We use StreamYard. Everything you can do, just like add all the overlays and everything, all the little bits and pieces in StreamYard. It's really, really great. Kayla Vision has donated. Thank you so much, Kayla, saying Church of Friendos is for life. Absolutely it is.
No, 4th place.
Oh, Andy.
Wow.
Little
You didn't
soon
come
there,
in
buddy.
first.
A little soon there, buddy.
Wow.
Technically 3rd place as well, thank you, because
No.
you were in joint 2nd, so watch yourself. Denny Arsenault says, me and my Church of Friendos t-shirt are rooting for the Freebird Friendos. Steve, please explain in Dusty's voice that in QuizzleMania nobody wins.
Oh, listen, baby. Nobody wins. It's to be a dusty finish, baby. Nobody wins here, especially at Church of Friendos.
Magnificent. Mel Angel 666 says, go Steve McQueen. Also as always, trans lives matter. Absolutely. Brer Watt says, my first QuizzleMania live, rooting for Church of Friendos. Mars Larts says, in a few hours I turned 36. I have a horrible headache thanks to my immune reaction to my booster vaccine. I'm rooting for Ollie and Andy here. Question for the round. What is your favorite wrestler's movie appearance? Take care, everyone. Bonesaw is ready.
Yeah, for sure. Same.
Hard to
Anyone
top
else?
that one.
The Rock in Moana.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Does The Rock count as a wrestler in movies anymore? You know what I mean? It's like it's not like, oh, he's a wrestler. He's just The Rock now. Whereas like, that's Randy Savage in Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Has anyone else got a favorite?
There's a movie where John Cena funnels a beer up his butt.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Yeah, it's
Is that the Tina Fey movie?
No, yeah, his daughter's going to prom and is gonna
Oh, Blockers.
Yeah,
Oh,
Blockers.
I've
Yeah.
seen that movie as well.
Yeah, dude, that one and the John Cena one on Hulu where they're like vacation friends are both really funny for the record.
Wait, he downs a beer with his asshole?
He funnels a beer
boof
into
action?
his butthole, and
Boof?
that's when I knew John Cena had great range.
Range.
I will say George the Animal Steel is wonderful in Ed Wood.
Yes,
And
yes, he is.
Also, many people don't know this. Simone's boyfriend in Pee Wee's Big Adventure used to wrestle for the AWA as
Wow.
Stylo Sam.
Wow.
No way.
Yes.
That's an amazing fact. Anyone else have an advance before we move on? Great. Good buddy Brandon says RJ came in bloodied, ready to make a comeback before the match even began. A true babyface. How is your wound doing?
It's dry. I keep checking it, and it seems to be dry. So I guess it's good. I don't want to look at it though.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Did they have to like shave a patch into your
No.
head?
They just cut. They did like a little slice, and then they stitched it all up. So I'm like, okay.
I'm
Sounds
sad
good.
you didn't get one of those cones to make sure you don't nibble on your stitches.
I've been touching it a lot. You know?
I am Hector24 says Andy Datson is clearly Randy Baby as he is talking about having make-up sex with Ollie. What in the name of Lord Stephen Regal is going on here? Is he trying to outfuck everybody?
Hey,
You did, I mean, you did
some
say
people
you were
like
about to
their
have make-up sex with Ollie.
some people like their bosses more than others.
That's fair. El Coyote, Jason Gutierrez says, speaking of porno power, Sean Ross Sapp has a porn star lookalike called Seth Gamble. How about that?
They're gonna
Hashtag
like
fuck
each other.
that.
Chat, that's called a doppelbanger, just for the record. Yes, when you have a porn star lookalike.
Oh my God, I'm looking at him now. Sean wishes he looks like Seth Gamble. You're like,
Seth
kidding me?
Gamble? Is that his name?
Said he Googled that real quick.
Guys,
Oh my
I'm-
God, can I team with Seth Gamble next time?
I'm on my
They're
work
gonna
computer.
be like each other.
You know, I
What?
see it. Yeah.
What? Well, in
That's
this
a stretch.
Wait,
in
what was
this
the name?
one picture, maybe this one very out of focus picture, but no, I don't. Hang on, I'll let me get a picture. Which of
Oh,
these
I'm doing
I
already,
mean,
Adam.
I'm sure he doesn't need a Blue Chew sponsor.
Hey,
already-
Sean.
I've already-
So,
Let's just first off, it's never a gamble when you
Why
use
is the
Blue
room
Chew
dark
in the
now?
code FIGHTFUL. What? No, come on.
Do the face. Do your Seth
Can you
Gamble
do
face.
do that face?
Yeah, there it is.
Same
Yeah, I
white
kinda
shirt
see
and
it.
everything.
I kind of see it.
you kind of see it. So, I mean, first of all, Sean, thanks so much for watching the product. Really appreciate that, my dude. But yeah, is this something that you deal with on a day-to-day? What's the...
I get accused of looking like every white guy with a beard every day of my life. Every day.
Do you get the guy from Die Hard? Hans
Hans
Bobby.
Ellis.
Yeah, you look like Ellis.
I wish my beard was as good as Ellis's. Like, come on, he's got a hell of a beard. I wish.
Who else does Sean look like while he's here?
A fucking winner.
Get him out of here again.
All right, very good. Legit Underboss says, last year we got the rise of LIW, the birth of the lovely church of Friendos, and Luke had a shoot baby. What will 2022 give us? Well, indeed. Brett Storm says, missed the start of QuizzleMania, so I'm going back to watch from the start. So can I get the full, so I can get the full experience of QuizzleMania? By the looks of it, this is going to be, has been a great QuizzleMania. Jack Arch says, hey everyone, happy I got to watch live this time. We're running a bit of a board game league this year. We're struggling to decide the fate of the loser. Anyone got any ideas? Well, I unfortunately made a terrible bet on No Rolls Barred, our board game channel. Like and subscribe. Whereas if I don't win 22 board games this year, I will play 5 games of Monopoly in a row. So if you want to join that fucking misery, please be my guest. Sam Fonseca says, not to brag, but I've just won a £20 bet. Here's half my winnings. Go Team Datson and Davis. That's very generous of you, Sam. Thank you so much. Rem Maker says, roses are red, Vince tore his quads, Andy's cord is annoying the mods. Thanks for the distraction this year. It's brought a lot of good times to fight the bad ones. Jam that jam, tear that quad. Oh, that's very nice. I'm just going to change up some of our details here. Nolan the Hybrid Evans says, hello everyone. Adam, I want to mention I'm not familiar with SpaceBoy, but this is a compliment, by the way. To me, he looks like an alternate reality version of Sully. Yeah, if you combined Sullivan Bo Brown with Luke Owen, I think you'd get our good friend SpaceBoy over here. SpaceBoy, could you bring your face closer to the camera a little bit? There you go. Sullivan Bo Brown plus Luke Owen.
Closer.
Thank you, SpaceBoy. I appreciate you. What's everyone's favorite wrestling video game? Nolan says his is SmackDown versus Raw 2010. No Mercy.
SmackDown, shut your mouth.
WCW NWO World Tour.
Virtual Pro Wrestling too.
Retromania Wrestling, where you can play inside the Grand POOBear ring. Just throwing it out there. Yep, throwing it out there.
Very, very
I'll
nice.
pick Revenge since nobody said it. Got around the map.
I'm a
Revenge.
sucker for
Best opening cutscene.
I'm a sucker for WrestleMania, the arcade game, because I like the way they made it.
The real answer is WWE or WWF WrestleFest. The arcade game. That's the real answer. Yeah.
What's WWF WrestleFest? I never heard of it.
WrestleFest is the arcade game, and it had the Royal Rumble, and then the tag team Saturday night, and then you fought Legion of Doom at the end. You know,
You've played it before.
You've
Everyone
definitely
has
played it.
this
Probably.
game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Dirty Rich says, rooting for Church of Friendos. At least the Dong Lord keeps his singles championship. Sean, call my mom back. I cannot keep thinking of excuses for you and explain to her what a step host is. Go, Steve. Keep it dirty and always go in raw. Kevin says, Holly, good luck substituting. Try not to hurt the kids too badly. Go, Church of Friendos. Erin has said, I needed this today. I'm 32 weeks pregnant and feeling super crappy and uncomfortable. So needed a good giggle. Question for the room. Any really ridiculous wrestler-inspired baby names? I won't use them. Just think it could be funny. I don't have a wrestling-inspired baby name, but you can buy from WWEshop.com. I'm a Paul Heyman baby. You can get a bib with that on it. So there you go. That's a little
Bonesaw.
treat.
No,
Bonesaw.
The baby name.
Name your kids did.
As someone who writes for WrestleTalk.com, Amanda, has just had another baby, but her first child, she made a bet with her then boyfriend about her first child's middle name, what it would be, and he won the bet or something, and her child is called Emmett Chewbacca. And then surname.
Goodness.
My kid's middle name's Kenobi, so I can't say anything.
No way, really?
Cool.
Yeah. I can't say anything.
Oh, poop. The Dan Man says, first time Ultra Chat, long time Stone. I just want to say in the theme of tag teams that Weed and QuizzleMania is undefeated. Thank you. Thank you, the Dan Man. Simwolf here says, it's always a pleasure watching these shows. RJ, I'm also sitting here at work with my neck bleeding, but my issue is different. When do we get Matthew on QuizzleMania? Love you all. Fuck that fuck. And jam that jam. I'd like to see Matthew on QuizzleMania. But why is your neck
That
bleeding?
was a bit of a
Simple
cliffhanger,
Hero?
wasn't it? I thought there'd be some follow
Yeah.
up to that.
There's no detail.
I think it has something to do with Matthew, is my understanding.
Maybe he's been
Yeah.
shanked by Matthew from
Yeah.
QuizzleMania.
Listen, I'm back. I can't help myself but to share this story. I have a friend who I went to college with, and she had a child recently. She does not watch wrestling. She has no idea. But her child's name is Jackson Riker Turner.
No, that can't be true.
There's no idea that, like, why I was like, OMG, when that happened.
No.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
You gotta Google those names first, people. Really try.
Thanks,
I wonder
Sean.
about that one, man.
JW Pringle says, hey, hi kids, here is your mental health moment. If you think you need help, please reach out. You are loved and worthy, and we need you here with us. One love, and jam that jam. Fantastic message, and thank you so much for sharing it, JW. Phoenix 2406 says, love you, Ollie, doing amazing, mate. Grand Poo Daddy says, would you have the balls to interview The Undertaker and introduce him as Iggy the Grave Diggy Piggy? I mean, I once had, I guess, I don't think balls is the right answer, but stupidity, I think, to be interviewing Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman at his side. And I said, I'm here with the most dominating physical specimen in wrestling today, and also Brock Lesnar is here. And neither man laughed. It was really uncomfortable. And I thought I was like standing in the press queue thinking, I'll be funny. I might get a little grin out of Paul. But no, sir. They hated me, and that's fair. T-Rex on a moped says, hey guys, just wanted to say thank you for the content of the pandemic and beyond. These streams have really helped out over the last year. I lost my grandma on Thursday, so this has definitely been needed. Go church with friendo. Love you guys. Very sorry to hear about your loss, T-Rex. Al R1129 says, happy start to 2022, everyone. Remember, kids, things may go bad, but not as bad as the Wrestle Talk family keeping Tempest's real name hidden for literal years, only for Ollie to break kayfabe. Also, what is your first wrestling memory? My first wrestling memory was a kid bringing a VHS of the 2000 Royal Rumble to show and tell, or the equivalent we had in our class, and putting on the Triple H versus Cactus Jack match. And our teacher just straight up let us watch it. And we were like 14, and we all lost our fucking minds. It was brilliant.
Mine was Rocky versus Thunderlips in Rocky 3. That was the first time I was like, what is this? Why is the boxer fighting the dude who's not a boxer? My dad was like, that's the fake shit. I was like, what does that mean? And then that's my first memory of wrestling.
Mine was WrestleMania 12, and it was the Iron Man match between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and my older brother was rooting for Bret Hart, and I was like, I hate my older brother. Who's this guy? And then it was Shawn Michaels, and he's ziplined in my heart. So, yeah. Also, there's an interview with Tiger Driver, Why They Rule, and you could go check that out on their YouTube channel. I talk more about that.
My dad was letting me stay up late, and this little wrestler named The Kid did a moonsault on this guy named Razor Ramon, and that was it for me. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Mine is so much less wholesome. I was like 5, was up way too late watching TV, right? And lo and behold, this 6'8" man is just beating the shit out of someone with a cane. It was The Godfather. And I'm 5 years old, just watching this giant of a person just, and I didn't know what I was seeing.
And his hose.
yeah, that too. And it scared the shit out of me. I was horrified, but I was hooked. I was in.
The first show I went to as a child, the main event, and I've been unable to find any footage of it. It was Undertaker and Randy Savage against Giant Gonzalez and Mr. Hughes. And I just want to know what exactly happened in that match.
Who went over? Amazing.
Probably, yes, probably when I was.
Mr. Hughes is also in Retromania Wrestling, just for the record.
Yes.
Yeah, weirdly. Yes.
Oh my God, you can wrestle Mr. Hughes in the Grand POOBear ring. What a game.
Sorry, when I was probably about 5, I managed to find some wrestling on Sky Sports, and then having my mum come in and going, Andrew, what are you watching? And then I was like, if only she had known that in 20 years' time I'd be making my living out of exactly what I was watching.
The question is as apt now as it was back then. Andy, what are you watching? Mark Gallagher says, Adam, can you please clarify your education? I don't have to prove anything to you. You've mentioned both a law degree and a theatre degree, and how can you have failed at 2 vastly different disciplines? Holy shit, Mark Gallagher. Kitty cat. I have a law degree, and then after I went to university, I went to drama school. So I have 2 degrees. And I correctly have, I've definitely failed at law. I like to think some parts of my drama education have got me where I am. Also, what sort of super chats do you tire of reading / wish you got less of? None. Every single ultra chat is a special snowflake. Apart from the ones that talk about Titus O'Neil, that joke's played out. But every other one is lovely. And also Mark Gallagher says, question for Adam, you wrote in your How Wrestling Should book to never stop watching wrestling as you lamented mixing out on the Nexus invasion. With how crap wrestling is at the moment, do you retract that statement? Look, man, I would probably be watching wrestling if it wasn't my job. I just wouldn't be watching WWE. I'd be watching AEW and probably having a lovely time. Only watching one show a week. The sheer joy of that. How delightful. I look, man, some people really enjoy WWE, some people don't. What I don't mind, and I really don't want to kind of like say you shouldn't be watching. There's way too much tribalism in wrestling. Just because I don't enjoy WWE, and I don't, doesn't mean other people can't. Would anyone else be watching wrestling if it wasn't like that? Steve, would you be watching wrestling if it wasn't your job?
Yeah, we get this question every once in a while. I'd definitely be watching AEW. I'd probably watch like the WWE pay-per-views just to keep up and see like what's going on because they do cool shit plenty. But yeah, watching that much like of the same thing like every week would be a bit much. So I'd probably watch AEW and then the WWE pay-per-views.
I've never missed a Rumble in my life. Ever since I started watching wrestling, even all the time off I took from wrestling, I always downloaded a torrent of the Rumble the next day, and no matter what. So they'll always be a part of me. The WWE.
I think I watched more wrestling before I started this job, because right now I just don't have time to watch wrestling because it's always on at 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning for us, and I need to be up the next day to write about it. And at that point, it's too late. So I just kind of have to watch highlights and read recaps. But I do always watch the Royal Rumble at the very least. So yeah.
RJ City, do you like wrestling?
Sometimes I'm like, wrestling shit right now. And then I remember like I'm kind of in it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should just do more then. Maybe I need to be better. Maybe this is a reflection of myself. So,
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like the site. Obviously, wrestling is so multifaceted. Just because if you don't enjoy what WWE is doing, then just dive a little deeper, and you'll find richness.
So much if you
There's
go
so
past
much,
those two
yeah.
companies. There's something for everybody
There's so
out
much
there right
more.
now, all over the country. Yeah.
Adam,
Yes.
speaking
Andy.
of, I need to head off because I've got to get up in the morning. But
Bye,
thank
Andy.
you, everyone. Nice to meet
Bye,
everyone
Andy.
here.
Good night.
And I'll meet you all soon.
Good night, Andy.
Bye.
Mark Gallagher has given us the third in his trilogy, saying, question for all then, and this kind of follows on from the last question. Did you all have a dark period when you weren't a wrestling fan? When was it? What made you stop watching, and what got you back in? Also, Adam, do you even like wrestling anymore? I've covered this in the last question. I currently prefer QuizzleMania to actual grabs. Yeah, my dark period was 2005 to 2000 no, it was like more like 2007 to like 2011. That was a very bad time. I really didn't truck with Cena. He kept beating up Angle, who was my favorite wrestler. Angle left, and as soon as I heard that Angle was gone, I was like, I think I'm out, guys. And yeah, it took the pipe bomb to bring me back. What about everyone else?
I missed the complete era of CM Punk when he was like reigning Summer of Punk. I missed all that because I was in college and there was I don't think there was a network at the time, and we didn't have any cable. So Punk never held a place in my heart. So I missed all of that. I got in it. I got back in that Royal Rumble when he left, actually. His last Royal Rumble.
Holy shit. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I mean, 2014 was a good year, but just like, yeah, what an auspicious time to kind of come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone
Yeah,
else?
I was probably 06 to like 14, which is a long time, honestly. But college and
Yep, that's a big
snowboarding
deal,
and
yeah.
girls, college snowboarding and girls that was a thing.
Same for me, but without the snowboarding and girls. Yeah, for sure.
My time was the same as yours, Adams. It was like 2007 or so to the pipe bomb. It was like right before the pipe bomb, and then I was like, whoa, this is cool.
I've gone back and like tried to watch stuff from like 2008, 2009, especially, and like 2010. I was just like, whoa, not great. RJ, any kind of points where you fell out of love?
Like 2003, when I figured out how to use like the internet, wrestling wise, and you see people talking about how matches are bad, and then I went, oh yeah, they are bad, and then you can't get it out of your head. Like I wish I could have like a lobotomy and go back to being a fan.
That's what you attempted just on your way here.
I'm
Yeah.
working on it. So far, not so good.
Kaz says, love you all so much. I tend to listen and watch all QuizzleMania episodes while working on homework. Keep up the great work. Question, who's your favorite luchador that's primarily based in Mexico? Steve and Alex for the win. I'm ashamed to say I really don't know much about AAA or CMLL or any of those companies, I'm
Man.
afraid. My favorite luchador is Rey Mysterio of all time, but like other than that, I'm not entirely sure, I'm afraid.
I
Probably,
love La Parca.
That's
La
great.
Parca's
He's
like
great.
gear, yeah.
Chessman, Pagano, El Vikingo, the current AAA Mega Champion. He is phenomenal. He's crazy.
I remember when Mystico coming over as Sin Cara was just a massive deal. I remember how cool that was. So he's definitely still in my heart. And my shoulder.
Any more for any more?
Negro Casas, Perro Aguayo Jr. Those are two that I'm like, they wrestled for a long enough period of time that they, I don't know, wrestled a lot of different weird people and in Japan and whatever. They have deep libraries.
Amazing. Quoth the Raven 79 says, "Go Steve, crush the hopes and dreams of SRS like a jump shot from Christian Leitner." Leitner.
Leitner, it's Leitner, yeah.
Wow.
Leitner.
Yeah.
That was a very Kentucky specific reference for
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
You watch Sean he will appear on the stream. I'm sure he has been summoned. Legion has donated $10. I hope you'll have a great day. I'm cheering for Alex and Steve. Currently watching this with my boyfriend Kevin. If you could all say hi to him, that would be awesome. Hi Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
So Kevin.
It's a whole thing.
Uh,
I don't know the guy.
I'm not supporting Kevin. I don't know his
He
politics.
hasn't done anything. Hi to you, but not Kevin. He's not really doing anything.
You know what? Fuck Kevin, right?
Kevin and I had beef since '99.
Get his ass.
I'm not gonna go.
Joe the Norwegian. Oh, we've got down to our last 5 super chats. Joe the Norwegian says, "What WWE storyline would make the greatest Disney movie? Mine would be when the bad Demon King was killed by the superhero bad booking." I mean,
When Heidenreich attacked Cole backstage, that would be the best
no.
Disney story.
Oh my god.
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. The Tess Stephanie wedding does involve a sleeping woman, which is a very big trope in Disney movies. You know what I mean?
Sleeping Beauty, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Sleeping
Sleeping
Beauty.
Beauty.
One actual
Name
movie.
a
No
second
way.
one. Name one more.
Doesn't Snow White fall asleep at some point? You know?
Yeah, she does,
Fuck.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, isn't there?
Right.
I think there's
Fuck.
one girl. Yeah. So there we go. We got 2. Yeah, there you go. Great Disney movie that would make in 2022.
In order to wake your bride, you must beat her father to death.
I was gonna say no one is more equipped to be an evil queen than Sensational Sherry. So I would say the Randy Savage, the divorce with Elizabeth, and then the WrestleMania 7.
That's
That was
actually
a
a good
Disney
answer.
moment, really. And then that woman crying in the front row.
Yeah.
I saw someone in chat say Otis and Mandy Rose, and actually
Yeah.
that's probably
That's a
mine.
good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
not
that's
bad.
a good
Not
one.
bad at all. Ed Mayer says $10 to have Steve tell me how the world is flat in his AJ Styles voice.
Oh no.
I'm not saying it's flat. I'll just say there's a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions. I'm not saying it's flat. I got questions. I jump on a trampoline and I see things. I see things.
Sugar Dunkerton says, "Hi, Adam and the gang. Brilliant show as always. Thank you for being awesome. What do you think is the laziest storytelling in wrestling right now? For me, it's the Sonya and Naomi stuff. Worse. Also, Raquel Gonzalez for Rumble, please. Definitely Raquel Gonzalez Rumble. Laziest storytelling in wrestling for me now is, oh my God, they've just pinned the something champions. Better give them a title shot then. I hate it. I hate that so much. People getting title shots by beating the champs. It happens so often. Anyone
I
else
mean, I
have
really hate the "can they coexist" gimmick, but this is an
Yeah,
awkward time
I
to
was
bring that
gonna
up.
anyone else have a wrestling trope I think they think is overplayed, for example?
I think it's the "can they coexist" one. Like they've kind of pumped the brakes on it a little bit, but like for a while they were going heavy on it.
It's a good meme, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
everyone's
WWE
aware of
started,
it
like,
being annoying.
Putting that copy in their posts on Instagram, though. They're like leaning into it at this
Oh,
point,
yeah.
which is
Veer is coming is the worst story, most laziest storyline actually. 'Cause Veer's not.
Oh,
coming.
Veer is coming.
Veer is not coming.
Do you
man.
think they're self-aware about that being ridiculous?
when
Oh,
they
I think
sent the
so,
send Veer
absolutely.
tweet? was the one that lost me on it.
I think their social media people are
Yeah,
aware
I think that's
and maybe are pushing the bounds of what they can get away with, but I don't know if the actual gang.
That's totally fair.
Bad Joker Clock says, what did Kevin Nash say after crashing his ATV? Oh no, my ATV. Viking Brock's Top Knot says, I love how when Denise Salcedo posted on Twitter that she can't say Kelly without saying holla holla afterwards, that Andy almost immediately replied with, you called. And Van Twinblade says, I just want to say I'm glad you all appreciate Love O'Clock. Also, I'm in quarantine and my head is killing me. Get well soon, Van Twinblade. We'll all get through this together. This has been the end of our first QuizzleMania of 2022. We will see you next month. Congratulations again to our new tag team champion,
And me and
RJ
Shane Gamble. I'm very excited.
Commiserations to our former champs, but thank you so much for being here, Stephen. Alex, always a pleasure to have the Church of
Thanks for
Friends.
having us.
Genuine
Thank you.
pleasure. And what a wonderful time to see you guys, SpaceBoy and Grand POOBear. You've been so great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, we will come back anytime. And also,
I love
everybody
this.
watch Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise live on Twitch this Saturday, commentated by Joe Lacasso and me, Grand POOBear. Yep.
Absolutely. Alex, do you have anything? Alex, do you have anything you'd like to plug? Let's get our plugs in.
Yes, watch Church of Joshi this Sunday on twitch.tv/KaylaVision, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to watch the Stardom show that was on YouTube for free. So, yeah, go watch that.
Steve.
We're gonna be doing a live watch along over on Twitch at the Zicky Show on Saturday at twitch.tv/Steve and Larson. Zicky's great.
Lovely. SpaceBoy, do you have a separate thing you'd like to plug?
Yeah, you guys can catch me on Twitch TV/Tectone, where I'm live all the time. It's my Twitch channel. It's mine, definitely mine. Me, I'm him.
It's definitely his.
You can watch me there. I'm there. That's my Twitch channel, Twitch TV/Tectone. TECTONE. I'm him.
And finally, RJ City, if you have anything you'd like to plug.
Just follow me and let me know when you mute me. It would be really good feedback for me. And I appreciate it.
Apparently, RJ City had me muted before, which was...
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to do something at one time? And then
I think it was a fake video game beef at some point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a fake beef. I kayfabed too hard.
That's been it from us. We'll see you next time. Thank you to our guests and thank you for watching. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.